Hey, Ronnie Paul, how are you?
Doing good, Archie. What's up?
Hey, man, it's all good there. World's gonna crash. It's all gone nasty. What do you think of leasing? Leasing cars, leasing.
Leasing? If you're gonna buy a BMW or Mercedes Benz, yeah, I'd lease it. That way, when the lease is up, you can just throw the keys back and leave.
What do you think of leasing a BMW, Trapper John?
I'm not
completely out of your fucking mind. What the hell does a fancy wancy plastic pump with direct injection? Everything is look, I tell you, I've done some research on the BMWs. Okay, I've been doing research.
They got direct injection. Could I ask you, is that leasing in general that you're going to be talking about, referencing, or just leasing BMW specifically? If that makes sense.
Leasing in general. It's all a con. It's all a scam.
Is it? Yeah.
It's all a
That's
fleece.
what I've heard.
It's all a fleece. It's all a fleece. Hey, a BMW lease isn't necessarily better than a Mercedes lease or a Toyota lease. It's all a scam. Leasing is for people who can't afford to pay cash.
What the fuck's that, BMW? Is that chocolate brownie?
No, it's dark chocolate, sea salt, and caramel.
Okay,
fucking good. Okay. I knew Archie would love it.
I got to be honest with you, the dietary change, I had those wontons yesterday. You know, I'm still full from those. I don't really, like, I had them. They were nice. I don't need to have them every day. You know?
Yeah.
JBIDX $5. Tim's streaming partner looks like the Watch Cardinal. I had to do a double take. Who's the Watch Cardinal? I don't understand.
I don't know. Tim's partner is not. Finn's mate with him is Red Shovel from Ireland. That's who it is.
Yeah. Well, it's okay.
It's Red Shovel from Ireland.
Speaking of your wontons yesterday, that was super nice of whoever sent them. Yes. That was really cool.
That was Tudor, Mr. Tudor to you.
Yeah. That's right.
Mr. Tudor to you. They were. I got to tell you, they were. Look, I don't want them every day. Like I couldn't eat another serve of them. Like I'm full. You know what I mean? Like. But they were yesterday in that they were fantastic. TINT tickers, how are you, my friend?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right, thank you. Yes, I'm good. Yes.
Leasing. What do you think of leasing?
I lease a car at the moment.
What sort of car? You got a Vauxhall Cavalier?
No. We discussed this before. I've got Seat Leon. So a Golf. I've got a Spanish Golf.
Ah, they're a nice little car. The problem with the UK is, well, for starters, you're a single man. You don't need a big car.
No.
You don't have a family to lumber around.
No. The thing about it, I couldn't afford, to throw 15, 20 grand on a new car. I don't drive to work now. I work from home. Occasionally, I might have to go into work. But when I do journeys, I go 400 miles up north to see my family. Or I go to Scotland, or I go camping, or I go to gigs doing photography. So I always.
What about a coach? Do you don't want to take a coach? Do you want to take a coach? Coach?
What the fuck want to take a coach? I must admit, I have taken a coach journey all the way to Holland before now for a gig, and that was a hoot. That was funny. I like doing that coach journey, but no, I just want to get in a car and just go to places.
Let me explain it to you, okay? With BMWs, okay? They're an amazing vehicle.
They are.
What they've done is, because of emissions, what they've now done is they've replaced all the good parts with plastic cogs. Okay?
Right.
So they got a few things. I don't know if you know. Okay, they got direct injection. Guys, super chats! Get these super chats going, guys. Come on, guys. We're sinking here.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Ronnie Paul, you know what?
What's that?
If you want a car to last, you buy Japanese. If you want a fancy car, fancy wancy, these German cars, they're amazing, but they're garbage.
Yeah.
They really are garbage. They're not made to last these days. And I got to tell you the bigger horror story. You know what the bigger horror story is? Worse than German cars?
Italian?
I'm not even going to go Italian cars. Italian cars, let's not even go there. That's just a joke. EV's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, they're awful.
TINT tickers, what do you think of EV bikes?
EV? What do you mean EV bike? Sorry?
electric motorbikes.
Electric motorbikes. Oh, I tell you what, that new fucking electric Harley's kind of alright. They make it sound better. That looks fast as fuck. That electric Harley. A new one.
Once the battery's fucked, you're fucked.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Or if you live in very cold climates, they don't get the
batteries
efficiency.
The batteries don't like the cold climates.
And
Trapper, I gotta tell you, I made a video yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it. Archie explodes a message to the Rolex ADs.
I did, and I saw it, and then I saw you were starting early, so I thought I'd jump on.
Did you see that video, Ronnie Paul?
I did. It was great. Nice vid.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true, Ronnie Paul?
About what? What exactly?
The dealers don't give a fuck about you. They want to screw every fucking cent they can out of you.
I reckon so. Yeah, I reckon they would.
They
are in it for it to make you nice. They're into it to make the fucking money at the end of the day.
TINT tickers, you're just a working guy, right? You've never owned a Rolex, have you?
Correct.
Here we go. Oh, this is a bus driver, Route 73, £2. TINT tickers, thanks for last night. She's very content.
Oh, very funny. Right. You ask me what were you going to ask me? You asked me, and then you got the super chat in. Sorry, Arch. Ask me what you were going to ask me.
Disappointed that a man like you've survived cancer, you've survived the corporate world. You can't just get a Rolex. You might decide one day, I'd really like to have a Rolex. Things have been a bit hard. I'd love to have a Rolex.
No, I'm not. I told you about this. I'm not just going to go out and buy a Rolex just for the fuck of it because it might keep money or make money. I'll buy a Rolex if I want the look of the watch and stuff. I buy watches.
But what I'm saying is, do you feel disappointed? Ronnie, what I'm trying to say is you can't go to your dealer. He wants you to start a journey with him. It's not spiritual.
I'm disappointed. Even if I wanted one and I walked in there with 20 grand, I couldn't buy one. That's bollocks. If I had 20 grand in my pocket and I really wanted one,
buy one.
I couldn't walk in there, put 20 grand down and say, I want one of those, and say no.
What do you think, Trapper John? Me off. What do you think of this?
That would piss me off.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Trapper?
I don't like it. I don't know. I mean, I can see reserving some of the really high models,
I just made a video before we went live today, and I said there's three things a Rolex AD, three things they could do to make it fairer. Can I tell you my three ideas? Can I give you my three ideas?
Sure.
Is one of them to get your fucking internet sorted? Because your signal is shit, Archie. Your signal is shit.
Okay, let's try that. Is that better?
It's all right, but it's not as good as it has been. It was better last night. It was better last night. What's going on tonight? It's better last night.
Okay. Number one. They keep
Archie, do you have a shared line? Like, are your kids watching YouTube right now?
Possibly.
Are your kids playing online games as well? Having the internet?
I'll go and have a look.
That'll drag it down.
Plastic $2. Plastic $2. TNT birthday Rolex stream. What can go wrong? I'm gonna go and check this internet. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's a good idea, T. You could get a Batman potentially.
Well, get a Batman potentially.
Yeah, with this birthday stream.
What birthday fucking stream?
Oh, what Plastic was mentioning there? A birthday Rolex stream.
Oh well, I've not discussed about this, so I don't know. I mean, my birthday's in March. Okay, don't know.
Let Plastic organize it. Ronnie, how are you? I didn't say hello when I got
Good, man. On. How are you doing?
Good. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing it's probably a slant on the Pugsley thing, isn't it? With a yeah, I get it now.
Maybe, potentially.
Yeah, but great. I'm 22nd of March. I'm actually on my birthday. I'm away out at a gig. But I'd imagine, let's think where I am. I probably could be back for an hour into this stream on my birthday. The next morning, I could be. I could actually be, or the night before is then 12 o'clock midnight for the day of my birthday. So I could probably be. I could be around actually when my actual birthday is.
Are you playing music somewhere?
No, I'm going to watch a gig. I'm going to a gig. I'm going to see three guitarists play. Yeah, I'm not playing. Okay. No, I'm going to a gig. I've got tickets for a gig. So I'm about 50 miles away to go and see a gig.
When I hear the word gig, I think, I think of
me. Oh yeah,
playing.
I wish.
Yeah. Different language.
No, it's all right. No, a gig. Go to a gig.
Three things.
Gig.
Let me tell you.
Music is the same thing. Gig is music. Yeah, definitely same thing.
Looks like it's clearing up a little bit.
3 things they could do. Okay, 3 things they could do to fix the Rolex thing, okay, for local dealers. Number 1, you bring your license in. You have to be a local, and they have a special program for your any birthday that ends in a 0 or a 5. Okay.
Right.
Now, it may take a couple years. It may take a couple years, but they say, are you a local? And we will help with your birthday. You can't get a Panda, can't get a Cermet. You got to get like a selection of watches you could pick out of.
How do you define
Number
local?
2?
I mean, in the
that's
state,
your nearest
yeah.
dealer. That is your nearest dealer. That's the nearest dealer.
Okay.
That's the nearest dealer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to close some windows here, okay, because this will make a difference, okay?
Well, it's better now. It's been it was.
It's quite, it looks pretty clear
a lot
now.
better than it was.
Nearest, that is the nearest dealer. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Nearest dealer, Ronnie Paul, £1. Ronnie Paul, £1. Thank you, Ronnie Paul. Let me say this to you, okay? So nearest dealer, next thing is 30% for VIPs, because at the moment it's 100% for VIPs. Like they're preferred. That's their customers who've bought the garbage, okay? Who've done the journey dance, okay? So 30% for VIPs, 30% for locals, and here's a new one, 30% placed in the window. And the one that's placed in the window, you got to be a local state. You got to be state. That's got to be your state. And you have to have not bought one from the window before.
I don't think it's unreasonable
Does that make sense?
To ask them to up production either, because with modern machining,
no, they don't want to increase production. They're not going to increase production, okay? But this is the way. 3 steps. What do you think of those 3 steps? Tea and Tickers, give me an answer. T, you're the bright one here.
They're pretty good. Have you actually emailed them with that, or sent them a nice handwritten letter with those suggestions?
There's no point. They don't fucking listen to me. Now Rolex turns around and says, "Oh, we're just manufacturers. That's a supply issue. Too hard for us. The market's crazy. We're trying our best to meet some demand." That's what they say, because it's not our problem for Rolex. So it's the ADs, and the ADs. Do you understand? Right. It's buck passing. Tea and Tickers, it's buck passing. They don't want to do anything. But
I think your plan is at least something. It's more than they're doing right now. And I think with my point number 4, which may be silent point, combined.
Big Match, $2 for the great journey. Thank you, Big Match. Big Match. That's Farmer Joe. Farmer Joe, we love you. We appreciate you. And we always Man, you're a cool guy. I like you.
He seems
Oh, we've got
like
a big super chat
nice
here.
guy.
$5. $5. Gentlemen's Hangout Podcast. Being that your super chats are slow today, profile a young man in the watch collecting entertainment space who only buys hot Rolex models at retail. Let me tell you this, man. Let's be totally honest, Gentlemen's Hangout. That's an oxymoron because you can't just get hot models at retail. You need connections, okay? There is family wealth behind that individual that me and you will not understand, okay? There is wealth there that it's we don't understand. So I got to be totally honest with you. Profile a young man in the watch collecting entertainment space who only buys hot models at retail. Man, that's an oxymoron. It's not what it seems. I think it's completely bullshit, to be honest with you. And he's not coming on anymore. You notice he's not coming on my stream anymore because I attacked the spider monkey thing. What did you think about the spider monkey thing, Trapper? Because you're a hunter.
I told you yesterday.
But you don't like to see animals. You don't like to see animals hurt. Just because you're a hunter, it doesn't mean you just want to shoot everything.
No. In fact, that's the worst part of it. Yeah, I think it was disgusting.
And the sad thing is, these monkeys, they're cute when they're little things. Then they become attached to you, and you've got to put them in a cage because they're quite strong.
The exploitation of it is it's sickening.
Yeah. I don't know. America does some really weird shit like that. I don't know why they allow this to go on. Also, with the big cats, I don't understand that either.
Yeah, I don't know. Texas is a wealthy, influential state. Don't like people telling them what to do kind of people, I think.
I miss this. Does he keep big cats, does he, as well? Does he keep big cats?
Well, you can't. No, but you can.
Oh, you can.
Yeah. And Florida is another state like that.
Okay.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Florida.
I gotta say, Gentlemen's Hangout, thanks for the super chat. I do appreciate that. That's so cool, man. Thank you for your support. Ken Fresno, $2 for the community journey. All I'm trying to say to you is, man, these Rolex ADs, they could say, right, locals, we're going to help you for your birthday. If you come in with your license, show us your license. We'll put you down. We can't get you a Panda or a Surma. I didn't say that, but we could get you a steel, some sort of steel or two-tone Rolex.
Steel stunner.
Exactly. So I got to be totally honest with you. This 30% in the window, 30% for locals, and 30% for VIPs. Why can't they do that? You know why they don't? Because they want to screw the VIPs to buy garbage. They want to sell as much garbage as possible. Sorry, that's the truth, tea and tickers.
Sounds like it. I mean, I just think it's complete bollocks. That I still say it all the time. You can't. I just couldn't walk up. I could be absolutely wadded, win 10 million on the lottery, walk into my AD and say, "I want to buy that Rolex cash now," and they'd tell me, "Sorry, we've got to start you on a journey."
No, he would say to you, "We also sell diamonds. We also sell jewelry." He'll pad you
sorry,
up.
No, I don't come for that. Fuck off. Did I ask for that? I asked for that.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have any available. But if you want to join our wait list, we're more than happy to put you there.
Come off. See you later. I'll go and find somebody else in the luxury watch.
Well, that's okay, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. Would you like a catalogue?
Yeah, for fuck's sake. No, I won't be dick sucked in the back.
No, you don't understand. The money. The retail price is irrelevant. SB, $2. Bluesy or stainless steel sub? I keep wearing bluesy. Comments. Look, that's actually a really good question because when I got my steel, I chose the steel date for a couple reasons. Number one, I found the bluesy a little bit attracted a bit too much attention. Now that's kind of cool. Yeah. Like it is cool. It's like turning up on a Harley TINT because it's cool. Then it becomes a drag. You know, it's cool for the first week.
Why would it be a
real
drag?
pain in.
Why would turn up a Harley? What's
because people look at the watch, nice watch, and you just want to be discreet. You don't want people just to notice your fucking watch.
I must admit, when I had my big Harley,
it's like when you got a girlfriend who's got huge tits. Yeah. When you got a girlfriend with big breasts, everyone's looking, and you think, "Fuck, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
It's just, it's not.
I used
cool,
to turn up at a bike meet, and everyone used to just jump around the Harley at a bike meet. You know, at a bike meet, everyone was crowding around the Harley. You know, asking questions and stuff, and like. Probably why I sold it.
We have about 180 people watching and still not even 30 likes. So
come on, you fakers, upvote. Come on. Yes, upvote. Where's Bear, by the way, this week? Where's Bear, Archie? Where is he?
I think he's gone. I think he has gone on holidays. He's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bear's cool. Bear's cool. It's just how it works. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Okay. Seriously, man, I got to be honest with you. Okay. This whole, the dealers could fix this up. 30% in the window, and it's only if you got a window. You can't have bought one from the window in the last 5 years. Let's get the rules straight. We can easily do this. You can't have bought one in the last 5 years, and you have to be a local. Okay? What do you think of that? No? Is that wrong?
I think that would do a lot.
What do you think? Would that work? It's easy to solve this, and I'm not even saying increase. I'm not even saying increase production. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying to you, let's get watches out there now, because let's get the local community. They don't care about the community. They don't care about the community. Okay?
Can I say something, Archie?
Sure, please do.
Do you really think that the problem with the supply shortage comes from individual people being treated a certain way and or walking in or being preferred customers so that they receive the watches? Why do we? I know you have these sponsors, but why do we remain blind to the fact that these people make bulk purchases from authorized dealers?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. No, sorry?
How are you so sure? You just believe in what they say?
No. Well, the reality is, if you want to start the journey and buy, like, look at Bear. I know some really wealthy people. You basically, to get the hard to get stuff, you have to spend about $1 million. Okay. And that doesn't get you meteorite dial. It doesn't get you stuff like that. This is just talking steel sports. Okay. Now, the reality is, guys, that you need, could you honestly, feasibly spend $1 million? So how rich are you if you're spending $1 million on stock, right? You said, okay, I'll start this journey. Like, how much money are you making to spend $1 million on watches? Can I ask you that? Well, what do you think? How rich are I'm just want to be truthful.
USA,
see, what I dislike about the whole dealer experience, us as the community, you need to spend X or you need to spend Y. They don't tell you this. That's what I'm upset about. It's not so much. It's not so. That's the whole thing. Okay. Here we go. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, Rhino Wisdom, $5. By the way, bluesy or two tone, I got to be honest with you. Both are amazing. I reckon get the date. You know why I'd get the date? Because the trendy one is the no date. I like to do the non-trendy thing. And would I go bluesy or steel? I went steel. 1, it's cheaper. 2, I actually like the steel. It's more hard wearing. And thirdly, it's less attention because it gets attention. Good, bad, and ugly attention. Good, bad, and ugly. Which may be your thing. It may not. Rhino Wisdom, $5. How do I start the Spider Monkey journey? You know, he banned me. That guy banned me. I said, hey, any spider monkeys for sale? He banned me.
Alfred.
And I'm trying to push it with Tim. I'm not going to drop this narrative. I want to know Tim is best mates. He's best mates with see, this is what Tim's a crafty little fuck. Okay, let me tell you. Can I tell you something? He's not watching me, so I'll tell you the truth. Tim is a crafty fucker. Can I say that to you?
Go on.
So
why?
what he's done is he's in bed with Timepiece Gentleman. See, Tim has
fucking...
decided
No,
Timepiece Gentleman is better for his fame than knowing ArchieLuxury.
Hang on, who's in bed with him? He just met him. He's not really tied up with him. How do you know he's tied up with him?
He's doing camera work for him.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you call camera
He's already
work for
decided.
him?
He's already decided that's a better suite. He was holding the camera and shooting stuff, and
conversation.
They're in bed together. And I started tearing the guy apart.
Right.
I started tearing the guy apart. I said one of his staff is selling spider monkeys. Spider monkeys. I want to tear this to shreds. I'm not going to drop this narrative. I'm not dropping the narrative. I'm like a dog who's got a bone. Arr, arr, just tearing it a bit, just bringing the ugly side off this because they're fucking douchebags. You fuck me over, I will fuck you over good. Okay.
What camera work?
I'm not
going to
drop the spider monkey thing. I'm going to keep this narrative going.
Camera work.
And I want
more specific about camera work.
I want Tim.
Do you not hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Hi, Archie.
I'm just telling you, Tea and Tickers, you're on our side.
Yeah, I'm on everybody's
Hey,
side. I love
Snake.
everybody. I love everybody.
You understand, don't you, Tea and Tickers? The battle line's being drawn. Let me say this to you. You know what? The ADs, seriously, the ADs, they could solve this problem. They could bring fairness to the community. They could have some which are for newbies. You're a newbie collector. Let's get it going. But they don't. Why don't we start our journey with a tutor? I don't want a fucking tutor.
Oh, I do.
I don't want a fucking IWC. I don't want a fucking Pam. I want a Rolex. They bring in donuts. Man, you know what? This makes me sick. Does a Hell's Angel bring in fucking donuts to the Harley dealer to get a hard to get model?
They just knock off the shipment.
No,
by the way, Harley's gone really soft. Tea and Tickers. You don't want to be associated with that brand.
Why? What, they've gone soft? How do you mean they've gone soft?
They're pretty close to being out of biz.
Really? Are they? Seriously?
Hello?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Hello?
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Arch, but you're not hearing anybody.
I might
else,
reboot. I'll be back.
Reboot.
How are you doing?
Does that mean we lose the stream? No, we don't lose the stream, do we? We just let you in.
No. How are you doing today, Mike?
Can you hear me okay?
No.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
What's going on?
I'm doing well. I just got done working on my mom's car. She had a dead mouse or something stuck to the fan blade over inside her dashboard that was causing it to go out of balance. So it was making this humming noise coming out of her dash. So she went and had that fixed. And then I popped her hood, and her whole engine bay was filled with acorns and walnuts and rat
dead mice.
feces.
Damn those dead mice! Fucking damn them.
Well, and
I had a friend
squirrels and
that
rats.
He had a squirrel eat through his wiring harness. That was fucking expensive.
Me too. That's what I'm afraid of. So I sprayed the whole inside of your engine compartment with peppermint, which I've read is a very effective deterrent. And I also zip tied some peppermint soaked cotton balls all around her engine compartment because the spray will dry off pretty quickly.
Wow, dead mice in the fucking engine.
I've heard mothballs, and then have you ever seen those mouse traps they make out of 5 gallon buckets, Mike?
Yeah. I made one with the rolling
throw
thing.
a
They
couple
roll
of
and
those
they spin and
around
they fall in. It didn't work. I caught a lizard with it.
Put a like a aspirin can bottle, one of the bigger ones, and then smear peanut butter on that bottle.
Peanut butter seemed to be the wrong bait. They didn't.
I'll be damned. That's what we put by our campers when we're out cutting for the helicopter. So
when I live in a walnut grove. Okay, so this is their house. It's not my house. But
yeah, for sure.
I have rats in the attic, always have, and I set rat traps, and I learned quickly you need to tether them, or you're going to end up with a rat that drags a trap all the way to the corner of your house where you can't ever get at it, and it'll die and stink your attic up for 6 months. So you tether them, with a wire, but meat seems to work better than peanut butter. Some sort of hamburger, or even soft cheese, but peanut butter doesn't seem to work that well.
Wow.
But yeah, I've always had rats. They are so bad, it's not even funny in this area, neck of my woods. It's country. It's country living, man. Rats are just part of the deal.
I live in the country in England, but I don't see any fucking rats.
Oh man, I actually had rats on top of my engine compartment. On top of
we have pack rats and brush rats. This is a big one, Mike.
My little pussycat goes and gets them. Never brings them home.
Yeah, shed cat's not a bad idea. This one's bigger than what you'd want.
Yeah, that's a mole trap.
Welcome back.
Fuck. Have you ever stepped in one of those fucking things, man? They're nasty. I don't like that.
That's a big one.
Imagine.
I'm not a big fan of Trapper John.
Now, we were talking about rats because Mike has pack rats and is destroying his mom's car. So.
Oh, what sort of car's your mum got?
She's got a Nissan Cube. One of those.
Oh, they're nice. I know the ones. Yeah. Fuck, pack rats. What the fuck? Put some poison down there.
I glued blocks of decon rat poison with a hot glue gun into her engine compartment.
Yeah.
And they ate it all.
They just eat it and make a mess with the box.
And I don't know what, but the whole engine compartment was filled with walnuts and nutshells and the beginnings of a rat's nest.
When did you use the car?
When do what?
When does your mum use it? How often does your mum use it?
Oh, she uses a car almost every day. It's just.
So how the fuck come they didn't survive then? Why didn't it clear them out when she drove? Won't be dead.
They're up in the. If you pop your hood, there's the firewall and there's the area where your fan and your air conditioning.
But don't your dogs try and get the rats? The dogs will scare the fuckers. Get those fucking poochers working. Get those fucking poochers working, Mike.
If only you had rat terriers.
Yeah.
Andrew, 2 pounds. Ronnie, where is silver, gold, silver at the end of the year? I got to tell you, man, we're heading for nuclear, thermonuclear war with the Soviets. We've got disasters everywhere. Gold and silver will be through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
But you don't look at gold and silver as...
Well, I think the Fed came out last week and they said something that they're going to start tapering. But what tapering means is that they're still going to be printing money. It's just they're not going to be printing. They're going to slowly decrease the amount that they're printing. With regards to interest rates, the only announcement they made was that when they make the first interest rate adjustment, it'll be somewhere between 0 and 0.25%, which really isn't very much.
They can't. Yeah, they can't raise.
And they haven't announced what day they're going to make that first rate change. So if you were to ask me where Rolex prices are going right now, for the time being, they're still going to go up because they're still printing money, and they haven't given a definite date as to when they're going to start making interest rate adjustments. I know the Bank of Canada made an announcement last week also that they're standing pat at 0.25%. So they're not making any adjustments either.
Ronnie, didn't Canada sell all their gold and silver reserves?
Well, yeah. Canada's gold and silver reserves are still technically all in the ground. That's okay. and that's the safest place where it's where
oh,
it's
for sure,
right? Yeah. So yeah, but they had sold it off many.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you,
AC3
yeah. Truth Teller, $5. Tim has moved on to Timepiece Gentleman and the Cool Kids Club. No loyalty for the pontiff who made him famous. Ticker's here just to protect Tim and gain exposure. I totally agree, AC3 Truth Teller. I fucking agree.
You're here to protect Tim. What the fuck am I talking about Tim? Unless you ask me something about him. I don't know. I saw him talk to Timepiece Gentleman in that room with Paul, Gavin, fucking Paul, Khalid, David Khalid, and that's all I know. He spent time with him. I have no fucking idea what he's associating with it. I didn't know he was doing filming for him. I haven't spoken
I think he meant he agreed, except for the last part.
Tick is here to protect him. I don't know what he means about protect.
No, I don't think that's what Archie meant by I agree with it.
Oh no, I'm having to go at Archie. I'm having to go at this twat here, not Archie.
Oh, okay.
I'm having to go at Archie at all. I'm having to go at the guy in the super chat who's saying I'm here to protect Tim. I don't know what he fucking means because I've spoke to Tim and I've had 2 words with him since he came back. I don't know about his deal with Timepiece Gentleman. So AC3 Truth Teller, just shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I just got to tell you something, guys. I just sent no one's watching. We've got 2:47. There's no money coming in, so I'll tell you some really dirty gossip. Do you want to hear some gossip?
Thanks, Ron.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, so I just sent a message to JJ.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Well, can I ask you, was that super chat from him, or was it somebody playing?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I
don't give a fuck.
I can't read it, Archie.
Can't read it.
Your
dox him. Don't dox him with a number. We can't read it. We can just read it. He's got a flaky internet. Read it out, Larch. We can't read it. We cannot read it. We still can't read it.
Sorry about that. I just had a delivery. Okay, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you this because, why not? Who gives a fuck? Okay, here we go. Hello, I'm about to dump Tim. Can I get you back occasionally? I love you.
All right.
What was his response?
That's too. No, I just sent it 30 seconds ago.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent it.
You dumping
Me and
Tim.
JJ made up. I said hello. About to dump him. Let's fuck this. Come on. His rating's poison. Okay.
Did you see Lux Report did a video on the spider monkeys? I didn't watch it, but I better get in touch. I'm gonna push that spider monkey. I'd like to hear that.
I'm gonna push that spider monkey narrative. TNT Tickers. Yeah. I really do hope if this battle comes on, you're still always welcome here. We love you here.
I know. I'm having absolutely no.
Yeah, you're Switzerland. You're Switzerland.
You know, I'm not going to turn around and say because you and Archie have had a fallout, I'm going to follow suit. It's not happening. No.
Coco, $3. Can I please get a "fuck you, Tim" from Mike?
Fuck you, Tim.
Beautiful. That was beautifully done. Beautifully done there, Snake. We've also got Uncle Jonga, £1.80. TN Tickers is his own man and speaks. You betcha. TN Tickers.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, thank you. Speak my own mind. That's exactly
Holy shit. Fat windbag band, £50. Support the Pontiff. Upvote.
I forgot.
Holy
all right.
shit.
Doing that now.
You know, Fat Windbag Ben, I got to tell you, he's been very loyal. Tea and Tickers.
He has. He has.
It's like if I was a Rolex AD, he's bought Tudor, he's bought an IWC, and he's bought a couple of PAMs with white dials. And I lost
APs.
the paperwork. And he's paid full retail. That's what Fat Windbag. APs are hard to get. APs are hard to get. They're valuable. Look.
Well, he's. Oh, okay.
Fat Windbag Ben is Sean W. $2.80. Pontiff, enjoy a libation. You deserve it, AC. I tell you what disappoints me. I fucking got those vulture capitalists in the real Cars and Chrono.
I know.
He hasn't sent me the fucking report because I need to get finance to lease a car. I've been trying to lease a car for the last 8 years.
He said he'd send it, but it's going to cost you $50, he said, didn't he?
Fucking hell.
He did say that, didn't he? He said you can have it, but it's going to cost you $50.
Well, you were catching them right at the weekend, so you might give it till the first part of the week.
I want to get, what I want to do is I want to use those figures to show the dealer that I'm a good credit worthy.
Can't he just do a credit check without that? Can't he just do a credit check without that?
Yeah, the defaults come up. The defaults come up, T.
Oh, have you got loads of you?
I got a few.
And if you have a credit check, they actually your credit score goes down every time somebody does a credit check.
Did
you know that?
Snake?
Yeah, a credit check, an actual credit
check.
No,
it doesn't, Snake.
It affects your history. It does in England. It affects your history. In England, a proper credit check affects, because people see how many credit checks have been done on your account, and it harms it. In England, it does anyhow.
In America, it does too. Also. If you have a hard pull,
everywhere.
What's called a hard search.
Okay. I made a few mistakes. Okay.
Fine, we all have. Yeah, it's fine. I'm saying.
Okay. Things haven't always been rosy. I don't have parents who own a fucking building in Manhattan and they don't lick the asshole of the AD. I'm sorry, I don't have that connection. Okay?
Low blow. Low blow.
Big match, $2. Can we get an angry hiss, Mike?
Full screen. Full screen.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, really well.
Because my video is like on a 10-second delay. I may log off and log back on. Can you give me the link again, Archie? I'll give a hiss.
Internet. It's not yours. Are you watching it
on? Are you watching it on StreamYard?
Okay. Yeah, there's a 10-second delay video-wise, but
in StreamYard or what?
Yeah. If you just could drop the link again, and I'll log off and log back on.
No, Mike. Before you do, are you watching it on StreamYard or are you watching it on YouTube? Which one? Which one are you watching it on, Mike?
Both.
Yeah, well, there's a
okay, no. StreamYard is working fine. StreamYard's working fine. Sorry.
Right, don't watch
that's it, because there is a delay.
Issue. Kick the other one off.
Okay.
Plastic, $2. Tea and Tickers for Mayor of Archietown. Love the tea. Hashtag
Thank
veto.
You,
so I got to be honest with you, man. Seriously, I'm happy to get JJ on. I'm happy to get JJ on. I got nothing against them. AC3, the truth teller, $2. Pontiff reacted. Tim badmouth you to 10-piece gentleman and cool. Yeah, I completely understand. Tim is a how do I put it? Tim is he's a nasty piece of work at times. Yeah. I'm pushing that spider monkey narrative. No. I'm not going to go with that spider monkey narrative. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was confused when all this happened. I just don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
Tim writes, crooked eye, $2. AC3, dump my crooked ass and get back JJ. I'd love to have JJ. I actually liked him as a person. You know, he was just a nice guy.
More super chats, Archie.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nice. D Time Love Show, £10. Hello, panel. Support the panel. The Pontiff up vote. D Time Love Show. Thank you. And CB. CB's a great fan of mine. CB, $5. Don't worry about Tim. He's starting to get cold shoulders from his celebrity friends. They like him less and less. CB sent me a massive PayPal at Christmas. And I got to tell you, CB, that is so cool. Oh, I forgot to do a. You know what I forgot to do today, guys? I forgot to do a. Should I lease a? Should I lease a? Should I lease a car for the channel? Oh, let's put it. Should I lease a car I cannot afford? I cannot afford. The interesting thing is, can I tell you something, T and Tickers? Just don't tell anyone else this. Can I tell you?
Go on.
Apparently, they've got some problems. Okay, let me say this. They want to move stock, and some of my defaults and problems on my credit, they may have a desire to get rid of the car more than actually worry about some of the minor technicalities on my credit. Would I be able to start a car show where I document how everything, I want to try and get more into the car thing. What do you think, T and Tickers?
Yeah, if you know your cars, what's the shit going to be? How are you going to do it? Go around car showrooms? How are you going to do a car?
I'll do everything, anything on. I was going to do a show with you. Me and you could talk bikes and cars.
I could talk cars. If you pull them up, you pull the shit up, and we could talk about them.
He would do it. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about it. I love cars. You know that? I really do love cars.
I love cars.
Uncle Jonga, £1.80. Kim confirmed next purchase from AD will be a paddock 516. I tell you, if he gets a paddock 5167, the friendship's over. I'm jealous. Nobody gets that before I do.
Archie, are you pulling London now? Archie, are you pulling London now because you've fallen out with Tim? Are you still thinking of coming? Would you still come London?
Has nothing to do with Tim.
That's all right then. That's good. As long as that's
because I wasn't going to share the room anyhow. I wasn't going to share the room. I know you weren't going to share the room,
but he's part of the community, and he's going to be a big
fuck
part
the
of that
community.
To
London. Quote there, fuck the community.
Ratings gold though. If you had a falling out with him at the show in front of the camera, it's fucking ratings gold.
I'll say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the show with a fucking spider monkey on my shoulder. That's what I'm going to walk around with. You should
get a stuffed one and just put it on your shoulder.
I'm getting a stuffed. I'm having a spider monkey permanently walking around with, and I'm going to take signatures for Peter. Okay, what do you reckon? How's that for a publicity stunt? I'm not the. TPG's not the only marketing genius. Let's see if I can inflict some fucking horrors to you, you bastard. You used me. You spat me out. Now let's get this spider monkey thing going. I'm serious. T and Tickers, there's nothing like a good grudge. What do you think?
I just want to know, just seriously, just no one interrupting, no one that way. Just so, where did you hear from this deal that he's got with TPG? Because I never heard it.
He said it on my show. Ronnie Paul, back me up. Trapper, back me up.
So, okay, so listen. The whole purpose of Tim to go to Miami was to go to the IWJG show, right?
Correct. Yeah,
that's right. And the reason he couldn't technically get in from the start was because he didn't have that pass.
Yep.
And then while he was there for I think the first 2 days at the antique show, Tanzeel super chatted him and to ask Roman if Roman could help him get a pass.
Right.
So Roman got him the pass for the IWJG show, and the whole purpose that Tim said that he was going down there was to shoot film at the show.
Yeah.
And as soon as he got the pass, he was there for that show for 2 days, and he didn't give any film back. And then when he came on Archie's show the other day, he admitted that he was holding the camera for Anthony at the show for both days. So he didn't release any content. He didn't shoot any personal content.
No, but I don't. From what I gathered from Paul's show tonight, because I was on the show tonight. They on the first day of the show, they didn't let anybody film for any reason whatsoever, and then they allowed little bits on the second day. That's what Paul said.
Mm-hmm.
The first day they didn't let any cameras at all because And he even said that on the stream because he said that they didn't want people to see the trade prices.
Okay, so I guess he didn't. Well, to me, he didn't make that particularly clear.
No, Paul said that. Yeah, the first in the day when he came out of the show for a sig break or whatever, they said they're not allowed any cameras in there at all because they don't want to. The traders don't want to let the public see the trade prices.
Quickly, Tim writes, Crooked Eye, $2, AC3. I've always stolen all the leads.
Well, can't we just consider the possibility that he wanted an excuse to spend the weekend in the same room with another adult man?
The question is, we'll know if TPG puts any film out about it. We'll know we know where it come from, can't we?
Yeah. The thing is that the last video that TPG released was over a week ago.
Yeah, so I think I think you just think if that was happening, then TPG would have put a film out by now, wouldn't he? He's pretty quick on the editing shit. He would have put something out there, and we'd have seen it, and we would have seen the camera and TPG in the spotlight, and we would have known somebody was holding it for him and guessed it was Tim. But he's not putting it out because I heard they weren't allowed cameras at all.
Maybe he's too busy with the spider monkey he bought.
I've just heard they weren't allowing cameras at all. That's what I think.
That's really interesting because I've seen Roman Sharp's videos and I've seen TPG videos, and they always showed footage from the IWJG show. So
what years previously or this year?
Oh, so it's a brand new policy?
I think it's a brand new policy. I think that's what they said. That's what they said. They weren't allowing it. Absolutely weren't allowing it at all. They said.
You're making it more clear than he did. He was on the stream yesterday for half an hour, or 2 days ago for half an hour, and he didn't make it as clear as you are. And you didn't.
I just sat there and watched things, and I was waiting for the stream, and they just said we're not allowed to do it at all. And then Paul said on his stream tonight, he just said they weren't allowing it. That's what he said.
You better check with Paul Thorpe whether they're going to allow filming at the London Watch Show, because I don't know if they don't allow filming. What's the fucking point of me going?
Yeah, of course you allow filming. They allowed Tim was filming all the days last year. Of course he could do. I was there. Tim was filming. Of course you can now filming. Filming is not a problem. Tim was filming. Paul Thorpe was filming. Not a problem. Loads of people.
This last thing was a dealers only thing. The first part.
Yeah, remember it's not a dealer thing. This was a dealer show which Tim went to this time. The London Watch Show is not a dealer show; it's a public show.
Well, I'm just saying,
of course you'll be.
I don't feel that good about the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely, Bruce. As Bruce said, different type of show. London Watch Show is for the public, and it is. It's for the public. Yes, 100%. You'll be able to film. You'll be able to live stream there. Absolutely.
Because I got to go and get leads. I'm not going there just for fun, No,
absolutely.
J. Paul, $2. Where's Bear? He's the best. Bear is on a vacation. Cockhold, $3. Monobrow is a homophobe. Fake you eyebrow, man. What the hell is he talking about? You're not a homophobe. That's bullshit. Lord Hellpont, you got many gay friends, haven't you?
No comment. But I'm
CB.
certainly not a homophobe.
No, that's exactly right. CB, $5. Tim's celebrity friends told him to stop filming all the time, especially during dinners. TPG does not need Tim other than polish shoes. To stop filming all the time, especially... Well, that could be fucking annoying if he's filming all the time. That'd fuck me off as well. Just have some privacy, You
wouldn't want to reveal the spider monkey prices.
Exactly. Fat Windbag Ben, £5. Arch, you're wrong. No white dial Pams here. The rest are Rolex, Patex, APs, all from the ADs and a few top secret. Arch, you're wrong. No white. Okay, thank you. Sovereign, Mike the Snake. How's your papa? Yeah, how's your dad, Mike?
He's doing well.
Cool,
He should be
excellent.
home, back up home to where
So
I
his
can
leg's
visit him.
okay. We had some problems with the leg. The leg's okay.
Yes, the leg is saved, and he's actually going to be. He's able to almost
Reverend
walk on it.
Plastic. What's happening, Plastic?
I just need to put my 2 cents in, okay, guys?
Hey, Plastic.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I can
We can
hear
hear
you,
you,
man.
Plastic. Hello,
Archie,
man.
can you hear me, my
Good
friend?
evening. Good evening. Good
Yeah,
Hey,
Lord.
morning.
You.
Listen, Lord. Hey, love you, man. Listen, Lord is not homophobic. He just suggested perhaps Tim wanted to spend 2 nights locked in a room naked with another man. Now, that's not being homophobic. That's just saying that Tim may be bisexual, bi-curious. We know that about Tim because he's mentioned that before. There's nothing wrong with that.
And he wears the rabbit ears. He's
The other
signaling to
question I
that
have,
part
or
of
the
the
other
audience.
observation, is that they're all grown men together in this room with multiple. Yes. And listen, there's many men crammed into one of those hotel rooms with many naked spider monkeys. Draw your own conclusion. There's probably footage out there that cannot be seen. So they're using that footage to keep Tim trapped away from you because they don't want you anywhere near Tim. Now, Tim is being extorted by that naked spider monkey footage. We know this. Okay? We don't know what the footage is, but it happened. So what do we do about it?
A case
Wait
for
and
his
see.
innocence. I was just trying to make a case for his
So
innocence.
tell me this, Plastic. I
Okay, my
put an
friend.
appeal. Plastic. I got to quickly. Plastic. Oh, fuck. I was going to ask him. Tea and Tickers.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think about this whole situation in the community? Okay. Are you a community person, or
Right.
how do you
know
feel
what?
about
If
it?
there's one thing I could love for the community, is every
Yeah.
single fucking one of them just to make up with everybody, talk to everybody, and let everybody join and everybody stream, and have everybody just stop being complete and utter children. It's
I
a
agree.
community about watches and nothing. You know, he said this, he said that, he's doing that, he said this. Oh, fucking grow up, everybody. We're all long dead. Why don't everybody just get together with everybody? And everybody likes everybody, and everyone gets together and talks about watches. It's fucking pathetic.
Hey, Ronnie Paul, would you go guarantor on a lease for me?
Are you asking if I would undersign it as a?
Yeah.
I couldn't. I couldn't do that. No.
No.
Well, you know what? If you send me the paperwork and I were to fill it out here and mail it back, they would really have a hard time coming after me because I'm out of the country.
Okay.
Pontiff, I need to say something. Can you listen?
Yes.
Right, Mr. Thorpe, who has been watching the show.
Yes.
Yeah, he said to me, clear up the camera thing. When we arrived, we were all told no filming because some dealers had complained. The second day, it felt more relaxed and people were slowly but surely getting the cameras out. London show, it allows filming. I haven't finished yet, by the way. Okay, and I said, was Tim holding the camera for TPG? And I don't know. Don't know. I wasn't with him all the time. I didn't see it, but everyone holds cameras for each other in this game. It's no big deal. I've held cameras for other people, and they've done the same for me. That's what he said. That's what Paul said. Right? That's what he said.
Wow.
So I think it's all blown. I really do think it's all blown. That bit is all blown up. Because I've seen bits of his streams he's done. He's done other little streams before, and he hasn't talked about it. I've seen it in the chat. You'd think he would talk. I've flipped through it, and it was a bit. If he's got this deal to do it for him, it's a bit. You know, I mean, all right. He did hold it for him at the show. He's nowhere near. He's not near Texas. I don't think he's going to go to Texas to hold a fucking camera for TPG. I really don't think he's going to get. That won't get him money. The only thing he's going to get money on his show to get his ass together and do fucking content. That's the only thing that's going to get him money. certainly don't think he's been paid money to go and hold fucking TPG's fucking camera.
See, typically,
if that's what. Go on.
Typically, TPG, when he goes to that show, he goes with the crew, right? And he actually has a booth himself. But this time, Anthony went alone. Darby wasn't there.
Oh, he was too busy selling spider monkeys, I heard.
Well, he said something on his YouTube video or something like that, that Darby was going on vacation, so that's why Darby didn't come with him. So he was there alone. And like I said, I was surprised because, I mean, Tim was filming everything at on his Miami trip. And now he's at like the peak of the trip is that show. And he didn't get any footage. And I don't understand that.
So why didn't he hold the camera for him at the other show that we saw, the show that we did get the cameras in? He was holding it for himself. He was interviewing people. Why didn't he go and hold it for TPG then?
Just to clarify, I have nothing against him as long as he respects Archie. Thank you so much, CB. I'm a bit confused which way to swing at the moment there. Man Against the Machine, $5, has a little tip for the cookie jar, Arch. Thanks for the entertainment. Picked up a Tudor GMT Pepsi at the AD last week. Not a bad, fantastic. That is an...
Cutting out, Archie.
We get Tudor GMT.
Your sound is going out, Archie.
Someone said T and Steve stop digging. I'm fucking digging because I need to know what's going on. If someone's slugging up somebody who I go on the show with, and we need to back it up. So shut the fuck up and let me carry on.
T, I think there's a conspiracy. I think they've got dirt on Tim, and they're using that dirt to keep him away from Archie. I think that something happened in that hotel room with those spider monkeys and those other naked men. And somehow Tim's been caught in a wedge, the middle of a sandwich. And I feel sorry for Tim because I know that he would have gone in with good intentions.
Here we go. Me too, $10. Pontiff Fun. Thank you.
Team.
Yes.
One more thing.
Yes.
The first two mornings that they were in Miami, they would go to that diner for breakfast.
Yeah.
And on the videos that Paul Thorpe was releasing, and on Tim, he was filming too. On a couple of occasions, Anthony mentioned or asked the group. He said, "Listen, I don't have any filming here. I can't do any filming here. So I'm hoping that some of you guys can film footage for me." So he
Ronnie, I remember that. Ronnie, I remember that footage.
Yeah.
Ronnie, in that cafe, listen, in that cafe, in the back corner of the cafe wall, there was a picture of a naked spider monkey. Okay.
So
something
if he just
happened in that cafe.
If he said he would do it for him, that's not a reason to post it because he just said he's all together. I will do some filming for you. I mean, that's just don't mean it's a contract. Don't mean he's working for him. It's just everybody did filming for him. I mean, it's like. Yeah, I don't think it was a big deal. I don't think he was doing lots of filming for him. I really don't. Because, as I said, at the show you could go in, what was the Antiques Fair thing, he wasn't filming for TPG. He was filming for himself. He was talking, yeah. So why wasn't he doing filming for TPG in that show then? It was a what show?
But it could also it could be a matter of faith, right?
MLMJ, £2. Guile from Street Fighter has let himself go.
Archie, the more of this rabbit hole.
You guys are too much in the chat, man.
Yeah. I gotta tell you guys, free handler has been said that friendship will never be repaired for Bear and the three-hander. When has that been said? That friendship will never be repaired for Bear and Art. So why should I suggest something? I don't know what's going on there. Some gossip's going on there. I don't understand what's going on. Hey, James. Hello, James. How are you, man? Yeah, internet's terrible, isn't it? It is bad.
God, what is up with it today, Arch? What's going on with your internet today? What is it? What's different?
Okay.
What's changed?
Okay, I'm gonna reboot. I'll be back. Okay, you
Another
keep
reboot.
talking.
Fuck me dead. Another reboot.
No, I
okay?
rebooted the router, the rooted router. Now I'm gonna reboot the PC.
Yeah, do the PC and the router together, Arch. Do them both. Do the router again. The
You
router
reckon?
hands out an IP address to the computer. You know it does. So get them both. Get them
Okay,
both done.
I'll be back soon.
Have you tried
you.
unplugging and plugging it back again?
Yeah, if you switch it on, let's tell you what. Switch it off and switch it on again. The people who don't know IT just say to me, "Hello, how many things have you switched off and switched on again today?" Fuck me dead. If you really thought that's all we do. Jesus. So yeah, it's fucking a lot more complicated than that. Fuck me dead. Oh dear, why do I put myself through this fucking torture every night? It's 20 to bastard 1. Oh dear. Fucking hell. Still got to edit my video for tomorrow. Fuck me dead. Am I really? Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Ronnie Paul, are there any watches that you have been waiting on these days?
So for my collection, I'd like to add a GMT.
Mm-hmm.
The only question right now is pricing.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like keeping my eyes open, especially on some of the local watch forums around my place, and maybe by the spring I might pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. And you want to buy one of the current models, ceramic?
Right now it's looking more likely like I would get the discontinued black, the black GMT, the one that was discontinued back in 2018 or 2019.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd ultimately like to have a Pepsi, but that's a long shot.
Yeah, I think Plastic has a black GMT.
Does he?
Yeah,
I know he's got the Pepsi. He had it on the show yesterday. He was licking it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God, he was putting it in his mouth and literally licking it.
I don't.
He was in his mouth and rubbing it around his mouth. Fuck me dead. It was like.
I don't wish it in any way, but I would be interested in watching that footage if that watch ever goes on the secondary market. That would be an
interesting.
Just licking it like a spider monkey cleans itself.
Yeah. So, if you want a Pepsi, have you started your journey? That's the question. Fucking, have you started your journey? I hate that. I am beginning to hate that fucking term, even though no one's ever asked me. Starting your journey.
So there's a couple.
You got to start out with Dr. Pepper, work your way through Mr. Pibb, and then up through some of the no-name brands, and then finally make your way all the way to the real brand, Pepsi.
Unbelievable. Lord, you've just missed a super chat which just come through, which needs to be.
Yeah, I have a wrench in the chat, but I'm not a moderator on.
Right, so please don't start sending super chats at the moment. Just while Archie's away, please. We have nobody to pull them up, so you don't mind. Just hold on with the super. I'll make sure this JBI gets pulled up. If that's the one we need to do, but we can hang on, please, just until Archie comes back. Because he's the only one who can drag them up. Thank you very much. So I need to watch your link on your book stream, your book review. How did it go, sir?
Oh yeah, I mean it's all right. Let's not talk about that. I won't advertise anything. No,
that's fine. I'm just saying. No, I do need to watch it because I do like that book. It's one of these books you can just pick it up and look at it again and again and pick different bits out. Yeah. Is it one of your favorite watch books?
I mean, it's a good. We're talking about A Man and His Watch, by the way.
Yes, we are. But of course we are. Yes, because I've got it. Because it's proper watch porn for me. I think it's pretty good.
Right. I think it's a good coffee table book. Like aesthetically, it's nice. It has good photography. The stories are pretty short and concise, so you can have it as a conversation piece around, and it would like longer conversations. It's a good book, but it's not really historical or archival.
Have you got that one? Have you got that one?
Right. It's not like this, for example. Where
No, but have you got this book? Have you got it?
Yeah.
Good, isn't it? That's another one. That's a very technical one. Very good for getting in the technical stuff, isn't it?
That's much better as a reference. But yeah, when it comes
the other
to
one's just watch porn, the other one's just looking at pictures. It's brilliant.
More or less. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a good watch book. Can't beat it.
I mean, the red Rolex book is a decent one as well, especially if someone is just starting out. Just to have a general idea of the history of the brand, what to look for in the secondary market, and what the particular history of given models. It's written by these two Danish guys and translated from that's pretty decent. Yeah, I think it's
there's a red one on the Daytona, which is worth a foot. I saw Spencer had the one on the Daytona. It was on his shelf, and when I looked up how much to get it, it was hundreds of pounds. This Daytona book. It looked really good, but I thought, wow, I'd love a copy of that. It just looked really good, but it was lots of money.
Hey, as we're talking about books, I thought I'd ask you guys a question. So back in 2013, I was in a Rolex at a Rolex ID picking up a piece, and the AD after my purchase gave me the Rolex magazine.
Oh
yeah.
The first issue.
Oh right, the very first issue.
The first issue, yeah. So do you know what the value is?
No.
Magazine.
Yes, the magazine.
But it's the first issue. There are some you can see them on eBay, but it's the first issue. It might be worth a bit.
Spider Monkey 2000. Hello, Spider Monkey 2000 here. How are you guys? Is that better?
Yeah,
much better.
You know what I think it was? My security cameras.
Yeah. Were trashing your internet. Were they pulling your signal down? Were they?
I think I just unplugged the security camera feed to the router. Let's just see how this goes.
Oh.
Yeah, obviously trying to share the feed between the security
So
cameras.
I've rebooted the PC and I've only got one. Okay, so what I've done is I've rebooted the router, rebooted the PC, and instead of having 20 windows open with internet, I've just got StreamYard open. That's it.
Yeah, that'll do. But I reckon those IP cameras were pulling your bandwidth. Were pulling your bandwidth down.
Pontiff, there's a super chat from JBI.
Here we go. JBI, $10. The current script is derivative of the script from the original Cardinal Conclave. With the dog trainer said, if you love crappy luxury on YouTube, you would love him more in person. I don't know what happened to crappy luxury. That guy's weird. You know that? He really is weird. Not in a good way. Monobrow.
Yes, sir.
I was going to ask you,
Please.
Have you ever dated a lady who wears a beautiful watch?
I have dated a Persian American woman who wore a Cartier tank.
18 karat or steel?
Gold, full gold, yeah. I think it was a quartz piece. I didn't get to examine the watch.
Did you get to see the back? Was it a solo with the steel back or the gold back?
No. It was I think it was
a Louis Cartier. You're saying a proper Louis Cartier tank. Did you not?
It wasn't the must or must, whatever.
No. It was a proper 18 karat tank. I know what you're saying. What happened? Did you not pursue that relationship? Or she was rather expensive? You couldn't afford it?
I mean, I did, but I didn't go. I didn't look for the opportune moment where she would remove the watch to,
Did you ask her? Say, "Gee, that's beautiful, that watch."
I did compliment her on the watch. That's for sure.
What did she say?
I didn't ask to examine it. She just said thank you and brushed it off like a socially adjusted person. She's not a freak like us.
A socially adjusted. Fuck, what is this term? Socially adjusted person. Thank you and brushed it off. What does that mean? Yeah, that was my Arabian lover. He's worth $100 million. I'm looking at upgrading. What are you worth? Is that not brushing it off?
Socially adjusted person.
I don't understand this. Socially, how old was she?
Was she adjusted in 5 positions?
No comment. Gentleman never kisses and tells.
So tell me
At
this.
least she was cost certified. She was cost certified if she's done in 5 positions.
Okay, I can only answer one question at a time.
Sorry.
So what's the next best watch? What I just want to know what watches have your
when you compliment a woman on her hair, on her face, on her lips, eyes, is the next step to remove those pieces and take a closer look at them? So she just said thank you, and we went on with the conversation.
What were you wearing at the time? What were you wearing at the time, Monobrow?
Sub 4-digit.
What like 5513 or 1680?
13.
5517.
What?
13.
13.
5513.
Meters first.
Oh, meters first. Fuck me dead.
Ooh,
original dial.
First. That's the rare one. The meters first. Isn't it?
That's an early one. That's an early one. Tickers.
Yeah, it's meters first is a rare one, isn't it?
Is that pointed crown guards?
No. It's 68. Year 68.
1968. Ooh, 1968.
My birth year? I wish. I'm a little younger than that.
Yeah, 1968. Wow. Yeah. Got me dead.
Now I wanted to. What's the best watch that your girlfriends have had? Tea and Tickers. What about you, Tea and Tickers? You've been around a bit.
Yeah, I'm not moving any girls who I'm really into watching. I don't know if I was into them then, really, just got that notice.
Can I tell you something if you don't get angry? Can I tell you something if you don't get angry?
Me?
I want to tell you something.
Go on,
when you look at a woman and she's got a watch, you know what that means?
No, go on.
That was a gift from a previous boyfriend.
Women don't buy... You're probably right, because they won't go out and buy Are you saying that women don't go and buy?
No, they'll buy handbags, they'll buy shoes, they won't buy a watch.
Won't buy expensive watches
for themselves.
Right, I'm with you. Yeah.
Like I tell you, cockhold $3. Stop the rumors that Tim sucks on monkeys' bats. Thank you, cock. Oh, I got to tell you. Here we go. Tim writes, crooked eye, $5. Arch. Let's get a few things straight. I've always made moves for my own best interest. Fair point. Fair point indeed. Look, I got to tell you, most women you go out with, when they got a watch, that's what the previous boyfriend or previous boyfriend in the past has bought them. So it's interesting. That's what the other men have thought about her. So if a woman had I went out for a woman who had a Tag Heuer, that was a boyfriend had bought her. Of course it was. And, that kind of tells you what someone else thought of them. They thought that was actually, let's be honest, a Tag Heuer. We in the community, we don't value it that much. But actually out in the real world, that's actually pretty high-ranking watch. Agreed, Tea and Tickers?
Well, how much would that watch be? Because if they're not into, if they used to spending...
Oh, it'd be £1,200. £1,200.
Right, okay, so the woman's used to buying a 200 quid watch, then a 1,200 quid watch is going to be worth a fuck lot to her. Even
No,
though
but I'm
in
saying,
the real world,
in average
in our world,
society,
it's not.
a Tag Heuer is considered a luxury watch.
Well, I think the value of 1,200 quid, he spent £1,200 on a watch, where she would normally buy a watch for 300. So, 1,200 quid, yeah.
Ronnie Paul, what's the best watch that one of your lovers' partners has had?
For me?
Yeah.
I think it was like a $400 or $500 piece.
What were they wearing?
Well, no, it was something I bought her.
Oh, fuck. See, he's backing up my theory. What did you buy her?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what it was. All I know is I spent around $400 or $500 for it.
Did it? And why aren't you with her today? What went wrong? Why aren't you with her today?
She was looking. She wanted to have kids. I didn't want to have kids.
Oh, you don't want to have kids?
She wanted to get married. I didn't want to get married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want to get married, Ron? I thought you'd love kids. You would look like a perfect dad. I think Ronnie Paul would make a great dad.
I mean, I got nieces and nephews, and I'm nice to them, and we have fun and what have you. But it's
you don't want.
It's
You know
nice
what?
to know at the end of the day I can go home.
Wow.
No, Ronnie Paul. I got to say that's very brave. I think in many ways, you got to do what makes you man. There's no point to be a bad dad. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I'd be if that's what I was definitely afraid of. I was afraid of the responsibility.
Yeah. No. I completely get you. If you want to be single, man, there's nothing wrong with choosing single life. T and Tickers, you want to be single, don't you?
Well, I mean, without going too much detail, I met a girl online and I came down here and lived with her that's where I came down to Kent from Manchester. And I lived with her in a few hours before I got this place myself, and she had a drink problem.
Oh, fuck.
You think
Fucking
you
hell.
can, you can
You
change
can't
him,
change
don't you?
him. You can't change him.
You fucking think you can. You really think you fucking can. And she's great when she did. She's great when she didn't drink. She had a laugh and had a good laugh and everything. But when she got drunk, she was fucking nasty. You know, she just drink. She just fucking drank. You know, drank had a bottle of cider, or she drank strong cans of lager. I think it was called something called the Big Can. It's called. It's like a pint. It's like a pint in a can, and it's fucking strong. Yeah. And she used to like neck 6 or 8 of these fuckers in an evening.
How do you mean neck? I was neck them.
Neck about 6 or 8. But she don't have any tea. She'd come home, and if I was working early, I'd start making the tea. I'd make the food, but she'd come home and somehow not want to eat. So on an empty stomach, she'd be tired because she had a cleaning job, and she was tired, so she'd fucking shove these down her neck, and then just get fucking loud and fucking nasty. So you think you can change them, and they say they will, and they won't. They say they'll stop. They stop for a bit, and then they fucking carry on again. So
it's an addiction. You understand.
You're
Tea
right.
and Tickers. She
Right.
probably
You're
meant
right.
it when she said it, but it's addiction. Dude, this is what addiction is. It's hard to give up, man. I'm fucking
really
addicted
is,
to
mate.
sugar.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to sugar and fried fucking food.
So in the end, mate, I
You
binned
and me
her
both,
off.
Arch.
Fuck
In
me
the
dead.
end, I binned her off. I sent her on the way. I bought this place, and she didn't have any say in it, and I fucked her off. Sent her back.
Are you still friends? We'll come back to that, Tickers. We'll come back. Jerry M, $2. Be honest, Arch. Do you wish you never had kids? I got to be totally honest with you. No, I actually, the kids can be really fucking hard. They can be really fucking hard. But no, I've always tried to do my best. I'm actually really happy I had kids.
Good
I'm
man.
a very flawed individual, but I am pleased I had kids. I am. I don't regret that. I don't regret that. And it was fun making them. Let me tell you that. Tim's Crooked Eye. Sov's here. Tim's Crooked Eye, $2. Arch, you've always been my stepping stone. Tim's Crooked Eye, $2. Thank you so much. Sovron, I explained to Plastic Burke's Peerage yesterday.
Yeah.
I explained what it was.
They stopped printing it in 1974.
I explained to him
Chip, and it's
what
now
it
been
was.
picked up and been put online.
I explained to him what it was because he had no idea such a thing existed. He said, I'm just a statey. I'm just a statey. I explained it to him, okay?
Fair enough.
How are you, Sov? Talk to us, man.
With you about rim.
Sov, talk
not
to us.
buy a wristwatch for themselves.
Sorry, Sov?
Women will not buy a wristwatch for themselves. No. They'll spend hundreds of thousands on their hair, on shoes, on clothes, on handbags, but they will not buy a wristwatch for themselves. Absolutely 100% solid gold guaranteed.
I agree.
Archie,
Yep.
that was one of the reasons I kind of stopped dating the girl that I was dating at the time. She couldn't keep a budget. I tried to help her set up a budget, and she tried it for a month, and by the 4th week it fell apart.
I think you'd be a bit hard, but Ronnie Paul, you'd be a hard taskmaster. I mean,
Well, when I first met my wife, she was always wearing a shitter, right? Just a jewelry store watch, nothing special, right? And it's the only thing I couldn't stand about it. She was always just wearing this pharmacy watch. It was just like jewelry watch. It was just horrible, just a quartz shitter. And I knew she was a keeper. So on the listen, should I tell the story? Is anyone watching?
No, I love it. I love it. Keep telling the story. We want to hear it.
All right. Well, no one's watching anyway. So the first night she stayed over, I knew she was a ladies constellation. Omega Manhattan constellation. Yeah.
Steel, two-tone diamonds.
Two-tone steel. Yeah, 18 karat two-tone steel.
Expensive. Yeah. Fuck me dead.
So anyway, so as I said, she was a keeper, and so the first night that she stayed over, basically in the middle of the night, went and got a pair of scissors and cut the shitter off her wrist, threw it in the bin, and put the constellation on her wrist. So she woke up in the morning with it.
What did she say?
She didn't even notice it until bloody lunchtime.
What did she say?
Well, you know, years ago, Archie.
What did
Can't
she
remember,
say?
mate. Hey?
What did she say?
What? When
she noticed it? What's this watch? It's expensive. Did she realize what it was? What?
Because I always was, and I don't think she
complaining about my internet. Your internet's terrible, Sob. What the fuck are you doing? Are you using the tin can again?
Yeah, the tin.
I can't even hear you, Sob.
I'll kick out, mate. I'll kick out.
Stay here, Sob. We love you. We love you, Sob. We love you. You know this?
I'll come back in again. I'll get me nearer the tower. The internet in Brisbane's shit, mate.
When I bought my Rolex, I had to buy something for my girl, so I bought her a Movado.
Why did you need to buy her anything? That bitch wasn't really your friend, Mike.
Just because she would have been upset if I didn't bring her something home as well.
But you're not married to her. You're just dating her. What business is it of hers?
I enjoyed giving her gifts. And
you said she turned out to be a bad one. She wasn't a keeper.
She was, but this was like early on when things were good. So, I enjoyed giving her gifts, and you know, that turned around to backfire on me. I lost a lot of money there.
Mike's revealed a side to him. He's actually a nice guy. Unlike Ronnie Paul, who'd be a real stingy fuck who just wants to help you do a fucking budget. Can you imagine that? I think I'd prefer to have the Movado than a fucking budget.
She couldn't keep up, Arch. I told her, listen, you should be budgeting at least $500 a month based on what you make. So,
what sort of job did she have?
She was working in finance, I think in taxation or something like that. So she got up to the last week of the month. She had $500, and then on her lunch break, she went to the mall, and she saw a jacket that she just had to have, and she blew the $500, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I can see Ronnie Paul doesn't spend. See, Ronnie Paul's gone to the other extreme. He does his own haircuts at home, and he's still got gym shirts from the 1980s. Fuck. You know, there's you got to find a balance. Got a balance?
Well, what about you? Know what I mean? You're the same way.
There's no balance. I cut myself because this is a razor blade. I'm trying to get a bit more shaving out of before I bin it. Tea and tickers. Oh, we've got no sound. Tea and tickers. I can't hear you.
Muted.
Tea and tickers. 1 minute. He's coming back. Monobrow, have you bought any watches for women?
No, I have not.
Those Persian women can be amazing. By the way, Persian women.
Persian and Lebanese. They're the best, generally.
They can be a little bit up themselves, but they got very big high tabs on themselves.
They do like the gold.
Well, would you rather date a woman who has no self-confidence and no belief in herself?
There's a difference between self-confidence and being an arrogant bitch.
Well, in that case, you don't have to be with her. You can move on to the next person.
Yeah, I understand. I like someone who's nice. I don't want someone who's difficult. I don't want to be competing.
And submissive.
Amen.
Look, Ronnie Paul. That was an interesting story with Solve. He found the woman of his dreams and he bought her a Constellation. Fuck, a Constellation is not a cheap watch. TN Tickers, what do you think of a Constellation? We're muted. Oh, he's on a call. Okay. That's okay. He's on a call. He's got to work. Andrew, £10, 2022 challenge. Sell one watch, buy a bottle of whiskey, dance in the rain, enjoy the company of your friends, stay up all night to catch a sunrise from the beach, grow old with more memories than Rolex. Interesting. Sell one watch. Well, it doesn't have to be a Rolex you sell. Buy a bottle of whiskey, dance in the rain, enjoy the company of your friends, stay up all night to catch a sunrise from a beach, grow old with more memories than Rolex. You have to sell a Rolex to do that? I could do that without selling a Rolex. What do you think?
Good point.
Monobrow, have you bought any watches for women?
What was that?
Have you ever bought a watch for a lady?
Didn't you just ask that question?
I'm asking you.
You did ask me that question.
And what did you say? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't. I have not.
You weirdo plastic. Hello, weirdo plastic. How are you?
Hey guys, what's happening?
Hey, plastic.
I've let Sovereign know that I explained to you that what Burke's peerage is. Okay.
Oh, excellent.
Okay. Have you ever bought a watch for a woman, plastic?
Yep.
What have you bought your wife the date just, but besides your wife, other women?
No, of course not.
Okay.
I've got one wife. Why would I buy another woman a watch?
Fair point. One, yeah.
What sort of fucking asshole do you think I am?
No, but you had girlfriends before you got married. You didn't just go straight.
I wasn't into Rolex. I wasn't into Rolex. I was into Rolex after I was married. So. You
got a what?
I only got into Rolex after I was married.
Okay.
You only give the keeper the good shit. You don't give the fucking fly-by-nighters anything decent.
No.
Fuck that. You give them fucking fake gold and all, cubic zirconias and shit like that. Plastic flowers,
Michael Kors.
Yeah.
No, fuck, not even that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there.
Hey, look, have we got to the bottom of the spider monkey debacle? What's happened down that rabbit hole?
Yeah.
Spider monkeys at the bottom of the rabbit hole.
There's some weird shit going on there, man. The reason is 2 days of lost footage. It makes the Blair Witch look like a fucking Disney musical. Some strange shit has happened down that fucking hotel room.
Bobby Legs, $5. I bought 2 different women the same Tag Heuer watch. Beautiful.
I thought the Siamese twins.
Do you ever wish you could get? Do any of you guys ever wish you could get all the gifts you've given women back?
Oh, hell yeah!
No, listen, Bobby Legs with the Siamese twins.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
There's some things I'd like to get back that had nothing to do with gifts that I gave them. I had a few girlfriends that actually steal shirts from me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about HIV.
No.
I've had girls steal special furniture items from me, an old wooden chest, and then I've had all the jewelry and stuff that I donned that one bitch with that I would take back in a heartbeat if I could, because she just took it all without any sense of gratitude. She just expected more. Like when I gave her a 1-carat diamond ring, and you know what she said? She didn't say thank you. She said, "When do I get a bigger one?" I fucking almost broke up with her right there.
And what happened? How did she backtrack that with a bit of sex and a bit of crying?
I got very pissed off, and like I said, I almost pulled.
And what
over
did she? How did she save it then?
I bit my lip, and we continued home, and I threw her on the bed and fucked her really hard that night.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a good. And how did she handle that?
She had to wear a nappy for a week.
She handled it just
She had to wear a
fine.
nappy for a week.
She's a little sore, but
NY strike back $2. Just got a two-tone bluesy from the AD. Thoughts on two-tone? Two-tone's great. Nothing wrong with two-tone.
They're great safe queens.
Two-tone's great. So what's that? Safe queen? What?
They make great safe queens. I can't wear them. I can't stand wearing them because I'm afraid to damage the gold, right? They just become safe queens.
What happened to the girl with the spending problem? Did you ever? What happened to her, Ronnie?
Did I ever see her again?
Yeah.
I think I ran into her a couple of times, and she was still single. And eventually, she left. Like, I'm in Toronto, right?
Did she have a leased car?
Hold on. Yeah, we can get into that. Okay. So I live in Toronto, and she was living here in Toronto, and she was a Quebec girl. So a few years after we broke up, she moved back to Quebec, and I haven't seen her since. With regards to a leased vehicle, she did something that I wasn't particularly happy with. She was in the market to buy a car, and she could purchase a car full cash, and she could pick the model she wanted. Well, she had a girlfriend, and this girlfriend had a boyfriend at the time who was heavy into BMW.
I love BMW. Snake loves BMW.
Okay, hold on, listen. So he had a BMW, and this girlfriend of hers was leasing a Mazda, and she was only in year 1 for the Mazda 3. So she asked my girlfriend if they could break the lease and if she would take the lease for the final 2 years.
On the Mazda. Was it a nice Mazda? That's not a bad, but a Mazda's not a bad car.
No, I know, but Archie, it's Mazda. Come on, man.
No, nothing wrong with Mazda. Mazda makes great stuff.
Mazda.
I'd rather have a fucking Mazda than a BMW, to be quite frank with you. So what happened? She got the Mazda, and then what happened then? What sort of Mazda was it?
It was a Mazda 3.
Oh, this was only okay. Like a nice car. How many Ks?
Oh man, it was in only year 1 of the lease. There was probably maybe 10,000 kilometers on it.
What's the problem with that? That's a great car to get. So she bought it for cash, or what did she do with it?
No. So she took over the lease.
That's okay.
Well, I always found it a little odd that she seemed to be influenced by this girlfriend.
No, but you don't understand. She took over the lease. So was the car in her name, or whose name was the car in there?
Well, no. Well, say both of them went to the leasing office and they transferred the paperwork over to my girlfriend.
That's not terrible.
Well, she got the car for the remainder of the lease, and she didn't have to pay the initial down payment on it.
That's not too bad at all. I'd fucking take that tomorrow. What's the problem with that? Mazda's a good car.
It's a Mazda 3.
That's a great car. I love Mazda. What's wrong with a Mazda
3? Are you exploding?
My first car was a Mazda. My first car was a Mazda 323 Astina with the pop-up headlights.
Archie, there's a newsflash. Mr. Story, help me, please. Newsflash on CNN. Pull it up, Arch. Shaved head man found in streets of Brooklyn. A little sticky, dazed, confused, screaming monkey. Please not my Explorer 2.
Andrew, £2. Live while you can. It's only a piece of metal.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up.
Here we go. Got some super chats. Bright blue comment, $2. Archie, wear a red ribbon to free the spider monkey. You know, I'm going to walk around the event in London. Let me tell you this. I'm going to walk around with a, hey, plastic. You remember they used to have the O'Toole doll at the exhibition? O'Toole. This is only for Brisbane people. Nobody else would understand this gag. O'Toole was this puppet. I'm going to walk around with O'Toole, right? And it's going to put a sign, help free me. Walk around with Spider Monkey. How do you think of that? You know, the O'Toole. Remember you could buy the O'Toole die at the exhibition. Remember that? Plastic?
Yeah, I remember. That was great.
You remember the O2? You know, because it was Boris's Breakfast Club. They filmed that at Mirage Grand Prix. You know, Mirage Grand Prix.
Yeah. I was a member of Boris's Breakfast Club.
Remember they filmed that castle? It was at Mirage Grand Prix. Remember Mirage Grand Prix? That's where Harvey Norman and McDonald's is now. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
And they used to have the go-kart track, and they had the water slide.
Yes, and that became something else. A water park. Oh.
No. They knocked it down. They got a shopping center there now.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Look at fucking TNT's chair. Who the fuck does he think he is?
That's a Napoleon.
Who the fuck?
Super chat.
He belongs in
Napoleon's chair. Beautiful.
He belongs in fucking Burke's Peerage for having a chair like that. Fuck me dead.
It's a living. It's just part of a set of cheap tables. Nothing's fucking special about it.
Dead. Who is this guy?
It's comfortable as fuck. I need a decent chair. I sit
dead.
here all day. Fuck me dead. I sit here for streams. I sit here to work. I sit here to edit my videos. I sit here to do my fucking videos.
I always
I
bought
spend fucking 12 hours a fucking day in this chair at least.
Okay, just having a go. Calm down. I always bought a nice watch to all my girlfriends. Most of them are still good friends. Maybe the nice watch helped to hold good memories. Let me tell you this. In New York, right? In New York, the beautiful women would often have a Cartier, solid gold Cartier, which was a token watch. You could see how if they've had really A-list men they've gone out with, because that was a gift when they had intimate relations.
Yep. It's like the
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Here we go.
Oh, the mistress's watch.
Need advice on my first purchase with VC. AD offering me rose gold overseas dual time with silver dial. This is to start my VC journey for the steel blue dial overseas. I got to be totally honest with you, Jeff. I wouldn't be playing these games.
Pull it up, Arch. Let's have a look at this watch. Pull it up.
Yeah, let's have a look here. VC, what is it called again? A VC overseas. What is it again? Rose gold.
Dual time.
Rose gold.
Dual time.
Silver dial.
Silver dial. I don't know. Why would you need the steel blue once you got that? I think that's pretty fine.
He wants a hot piece.
I see.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch.
Pull it up.
I see.
It's like getting a Date Just and getting a Pepsi, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
It could be his two and done.
You know, it's a beautiful watch. To tell you the truth, this is actually a fucking gorgeous watch. What the fuck's the problem with this? This is beautiful. Just going to pull it up now.
Pull it up, Arch.
Look at this. How could you not like that? That's fucking gorgeous. Jewel
Yeah,
time.
that's like you said. I agree with you, Lord. Once you got that watch, I don't think you need the other one. Only a fool would want the other one.
You know, that's expensive, but man, Jeff, I got to tell you, man, fuck me dead. You can see he's wearing a platinum day-date. He's driving a Porsche. He knows about leasing cars.
Okay. He's rich. That's fair enough.
It doesn't mean he's rich. It means he's got cash flow to support these things. There's a difference between being rich.
Would he be in that book, Broke's Peerage?
Burke's Peerage. Burke's Peerage.
Bloke's Beerage. Would he be in that book?
I don't know. Maybe Super Lease. Look, I got to tell you something. Seriously, Jeff, AD offering me a rose gold overseas dual time. What are they going for on the secondary market? What's they like? This is to start my VC. I think that's a beautiful looking watch, but what's the prices like?
Let's get a chrono.
Personally, Jeff, I wouldn't be necessarily starting journeys. The ADs never do things to help you. Remember that. They're not your friends. The ADs are not your friends. You got to be careful with this, man. You have got to be careful with this. By the way, Plastic, you sent me that text message. I think that's currency.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I'm just saying it looks cool, though.
Because the currency, the Aussie dollar's falling and the US is strengthening.
Oh, the Aussie dollar's in free fall.
Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't really affect you.
Matters to you if you're going to go to the UK. You won't be able to afford a pie and chips and a pint.
You know, so what I'm going to do is listen to this, guys. I want to go to the UK. I'm going to have that O'Toole doll. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? How's that?
Hopefully, Anthony is there too.
He's not going. No, Anthony ain't going. He ain't going to the show.
Why's
you asked
that?
The question. Anthony's not going to the show.
Why?
He's got a tag for a start.
I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why he can't go to, because there's another reason. It does not help his business to go to the UK, because his business.
He's going. No. He's going to the UK at some point because he said he wants a Harley, and Paul's going with him Harley shopping.
So Paul likes him now. So Paul and him are mates.
But like Paul is mates with him. Paul says first time he's met him, and Paul reckons that the Anthony on camera is different. He's more bullshit. The better Anthony is the one off camera. That's what Paul reckons.
So Anthony is not authentic.
No, of course not.
No. Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be the same.
Yeah. Archie's authentic. Okay, that's a different.
Okay, yeah. So the thing about it, so he is going to London at some point later in the year, but not at the London Watch Show.
Jeff, I got to say, mate, just very quickly with this advice. Look, nothing wrong with that watch, as long as it's not. I don't know what the secondary market is on that overseas, right? As long as you're not losing big money, why not? And you can afford it. You only live once. YOLO. NY Strikes Back, $2. Two-tone sports are over MSRP now. Will this last? No, it will last. Because I can tell you now, two-tone is very hard to get. Solid gold is going for overlist. Okay, solid gold. They were dogs.
Although I will be getting my white gold blue doll Daytona at retail.
Plastic.
Okay,
you are so
delusional. You said that Archie is authentic. I believe he is, but the only time I've ever stayed on the show to the end, the show, we went to the after show and fucking Archie left straight away. I'm going out here. I never got to fucking speak to him.
He's as big an asshole.
There's no fucking super chats in the after show. There's no fucking super chats in the after show.
Do you stay in the after show, or do you always fuck off as soon as
you
stay? Super chats in the after show. Fucking
he always
stays. He fucks off, doesn't he? Is that what you do? Yeah.
He stays for bear. He stays for bear. Only bear.
You do realize that he was going to visit his son on that occasion, right, T?
Yeah, I do.
How do you know which occasion it was, man? How do you know that one?
Because you were there and I was there, and he said I have to go, and he said he shared.
That was yesterday.
No. I think it was the first time I went on just before Christmas time. The only time at the very end.
Yeah, I've got a lot of shit to do. I got family. I got four kids. I got things to do. You know.
Well, I'll tell you, Lord, he was in it for a second. I didn't even get to say anything to him. As soon as it ended, he said, "Right, I've got to go." I didn't have one second.
So to be authentic, you are not allowed to have a life outside of the stream. Is that what you're saying, Tickers?
No. I'm just saying. People say that Anthony has got a different thing in YouTube, and then Archie hasn't. Archie's completely the same. On YouTube and off YouTube, and all I'm saying is I've never ever had a chance to see that. I've only
Archie, give T your phone number. Archie, give T your phone number and add him to your
his phone number. I've only got his phone number. I've noticed, I've got it. He
said
to
him
me the first day.
Call him up, T. Call him up.
I'll call him up one day. Of course I will.
Yeah. That's all cool, man. Look, I got to tell you seriously. These overseas, I got to tell you, man, you know what? With these overseas, can you believe the fucking hype? You know, Gen 2, the Gen 2s, they were cheap. They've fucking gone crazy.
See, this is what I don't get, Archie, because you got Bear says Gen 1s are garbage, and he only gets Gen 2.
Garbage. Gen 2's garbage.
Okay, so what is Bear like? Which one is Bear like?
Gen 3. That's the current.
You know what? If I could find a Gen 1 or Gen 2 at a good price, I'd probably take it.
Fat Windbag Ben, 20 pounds. Whiskey for Arch. Thank you so much. I have a small whiskey. Yes, I will. I will do that now. I will do that. I just want to say, Ronnie Paul, have you given any precious metal coins to a lady? You may not have given a what?
No,
never?
No. They don't really understand that, Arch. They want like rings and
So what went wrong with that girl? You could have had a family with her.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know that?
for sure. She was ready.
Does it matter if she's a little bit of a spendaholic? She would have been fun.
Well, I had asked her about that. I tried to get her to disclose some of her credit history, and she wouldn't even give me what her credit card balance was. So I don't know what kind of debt she's carrying.
Just snoop.
How long have you known her before you asked for this information? How long were you with her?
I was with her for a little over 7 years.
No, the time when you asked her about credit card balance, how long were you with her?
Oh, so then that was probably around year 4.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought you were thinking like day 4. You suddenly asked about credit card balance.
No.
Sorry, right. I was just saying, what the fuck would you want to do? Okay, sorry. That's right.
Say, Ronnie Paul. I got to tell you, Ronnie Paul. So anyhow, she had the Mazda. That doesn't sound terrible.
So listen, Archie, the weekend that she took over that lease, she already had a car, but the car was in bad shape. So what sort of
car did she have?
So that's what I'm going to get to. What is that, a Lagavulin?
No, that's a Bellwinnie.
Thank you, Perth Luxury.
No, this is not from.
She had a 1995 or a 1996 Asuna Sunfire with Lotus handling.
What's that?
Pull it up.
Is that a Proton? Is that a Proton?
No, it was Asuna.
Asuna. Who's Asuna?
Well, they eventually, I think they sold out to Pontiac. They're gone, but the company was
Asuna. What was it called? Asuna what?
Sunfire.
Fuck, this was a General Motors product?
I don't know what it. No, they sold it to General Motors, and General Motors took over the Sunfire name around 1998.
So she got a new car. I don't understand what's wrong with that. What's wrong with that? She had one of these.
Yeah.
Like this, right?
Yeah, that red one. That's exactly what she had.
There it is in the snow. Okay.
So she had that car at the time. It was rusting out, and it needed a new brake job, and it just wasn't worth throwing the money into it. So that's why I'm saying she was in the market for a new car. But what she ended up doing was she ended up taking over that lease from her best friend.
Well, that's not terrible, is it?
I think at the time she had her sights set on something else. She was looking at one of those little mini Honda SUVs.
Yeah, but the Mazda 3 is a great car. There's nothing wrong with a Mazda 3. 1 year old, that's a good buy. What color was the Mazda 3?
It was black.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. And what did a friend get then when she freed up the lease?
Well, what was the SUV?
BMW.
This was back in, I think it was around 2003. Oh, wait a minute. No, it was around 2006, and it was a BMW SUV, an X something.
X1, X3, X5,
something like that. Yeah, it was probably like one of the top ones, whatever was the best model.
They had a lot of plastic parts in those X's.
Her girlfriend and the boyfriend were pretentious, so it would have been whatever was the best.
What happened to the boyfriend in the end?
Which one? That her best friend's boyfriend?
Yeah, the BMW guy.
I broke. Well, this was around 2005, 2006, and I broke.
Can you ring her up and get an update for us for the channel?
I'm not going to do that.
Why is that?
Well, because I'm not keeping relations with her, right? I just cut it off cold.
Okay, so you were with her for 7 years. You must have been serious.
It was.
Rich.
And did it take 7 years to work out she wanted to have kids and get married?
No, what did it? Well, I told her in the beginning I didn't. I told her in the beginning I wasn't interested in getting married and I didn't want kids. But towards the end, I asked her, I already told you where I stood with all of this, and she said, well, I thought you would change.
Yeah, well, I think you could change, job. Yeah.
And what happened? What happened then, Ronnie Paul?
Well, then
was she wealthy? Did she have any money,
no,
like a house? Or...
No, nothing like that. No, she came from a simple background.
Good family.
Yeah, she had her mom and her dad. She was a only child, and she keeps in touch with their parents and took care of them.
Okay.
She was a great cook too.
Okay, I can see you like the food, like me, Ronnie Paul. Yeah. So, Ronnie Paul, do you miss those days or not?
Sometimes I think about it. I would lie if I said I didn't. But if you were to ask me if I could go back and change my mind and marry her, I'd still say no.
Hoff on Smash $5. I think Joe Kramer needs your help, Arch. He was drunk and ranting about women and how we can't find a partner. He's a good guy, just a bit misguided.
He was on the show, on the Marcelo show. He was pretty upset. What's
gone wrong with him?
I think he just basically has given up on the idea of happily ever after with a beautiful wife and children. I said, you got to stop trying to meet women in these titty bars, and that's the problem.
No, jokes aside, I think you're right, Plastic. As dumb as you come across, that's a very bit of wise wisdom. You may not know what Burke's peerage is, but you know where to find.
You know where to find a good pair of tits.
That's a good point. There,
what do you care about more, Burke's peerage or a pair of tits? I know what you're all with.
I tell you what I do care about. I do care about Joe Kramer. I think he's a really.
Do you know anyone in Burke's peerage, T and Tickers?
I don't know what the fuck that is, Archie. Sorry, you think I'm intelligent? I have no idea.
Welcome to the club, T. I've got no idea either, man.
I have absolutely no. Please enlighten us. Just enlighten us.
No, Burke's peerage is if the King of England gave you, like, your ancestors were knighted or got an OBE or a special award, they would be in Burke's peerage.
Ah, right.
That's an aristocratic sort of royalty sort of handbook.
Yeah, I know what the MBE and all that. I know what all that is, but I just don't know.
So Burke's peerage is if you're a family of good repute, your good reputation, you'd be in Burke's peerage. Okay.
Okay.
If you got a knighthood or the queen or the king gave you, it's kind of, that's what it is. Burke's peerage. It's all a fucking toss. I'm not in there, okay? None of my family's in there, okay?
No, certainly none of my fucking family's in there, so there you go.
No, they were thieving peasants. They weren't in Burke's peerage. Ronnie Paul, let's get this car off the screen. Ronnie Paul, look, I got to tell you, sometimes the loneliest you can be is when you're in a marriage. And I got to tell you, you're free to do what you want. You got a great life, Ronnie Paul.
I like the free life as well. I like the fact is that no one can tell me what to do. And
the scary thing is, in the Western world, if you don't marry the right person, like Plastic here has got a really lovely wife. You marry the wrong person, they'll fucking divorce you and take half you. They'll take. It's very easy to be shafted in Canada, America, the UK.
The problem with marriage.
A long time. They take it anyhow. They're allowed to. They stay with him for 7 or 8 years. They can have their hands on it if you're not married to him.
Yep. What do they call that? A common law marriage.
Common law marriage. Yeah. If they put money into the house and they help you redecorate the house, and they pay into the house bills every month.
They've got to live with you, but you should keep separate residences, T. So what happened to that lady who was the alcoholic lady? What happened to her in the end?
Well, I fucked her off and she went back to a rented house. Because you have a son who took over the rented house when she moved in here with me. And when I fucked her off back there.
She went back.
She went back there, and then I might have seen her once or twice on a Sunday when I was around the place. I saw her, and then
what did she say?
Hello, how are you doing? So I'm like blah blah blah, whatever. And I just was a bit cold with it, to be honest. I didn't want to, because I know she realised that was the best thing that happened to her. You know, you realise that when he sort of like when he disappears. So
Yeah, but what can you do with an alcoholic butt? You know what I mean?
yeah.
You can't change him, T.
No, you can't. No, you can't change him. I mean, you know,
it's like somebody who's got depression. You think you could change him, right? Like I've gone down that trap myself. I had this girlfriend who was manic depressive, and I thought, you know, we were always happy and having a great time. I thought, well, I've changed it. No, that's just in marketing phase. And then the rot came back, and I thought, this is fucked. This is really fucked. And you can't change it. When they're clinically depressed, you think, fuck me dead. Life's too short to hang around fucking people who are down, and I've always got to be careful on my tippy toes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she complained. She complained that she couldn't pay, you know, 100, you know, like 50 for everything for the house, and it's your house. And I bought the house myself. Oh, you know, she complained, but then she'd rock up.
Had
with
money for booze.
Fuck that! Rock up with a fuckload of booze. So right, you can't pay me towards a certain bill with the ride or whatever it would be. If you claim you've got no money, but you fucking have, because you brought that with you.
Was she good in the sack butt, Tea and Tickers?
Yes, she's great with the sack. Yeah,
that's probably the most important thing.
Yeah, she can suck wood like nothing else. Yeah, fuck me good. Yeah, but still, you know.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't. But still, even though she sucked wood pretty good, I'm not going to keep her just because she's fucking violent.
And they age badly. Alcoholics age very badly.
Oh,
you
skin
know,
and everything. Yeah.
Like if she's not eating, it's not the alcohol. It's the fact that she's not getting nutrition. Like all she's doing, alcohol is basically a very refined sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not actually getting any nutrients out of it, really, are you?
No, absolutely not.
It tears your organs up.
So Andy Binge, ginger. I'm not fucking ginger, you twat. I'm blonde.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, the light is making me ginger.
Fucking hell. Look at this guy. He's blonde as you can see.
I'm dirty fucking blonde, you blind twat.
Fucking wankers. You know, they don't understand this, do they?
Fucking ginger.
Ronnie Paul, tell me this, Ronnie Paul. How old are you? You're my age, Ronnie Paul.
Yeah, I'll be turning 49 next Sunday.
Happy birthday. I hope you're going to come on the stream, man. We want to celebrate with you, man. We'd love to celebrate with you. We'll do a bit of a fundraiser, okay?
Yeah, all funds to Archie.
Exactly, yes. Ronnie Paul, let me ask you this. You're in Canada. See, in Canada, you got to be fucking careful. You marry the wrong person, I got to tell you, one thing I want to ask you is, Ronnie Paul, we're going into our 50s, right?
Yep.
Do you think you need to actually own a piece of real estate, or fuck that fantasy? As long as you've got some coins, some Rolex, a bit of money. The thing I've realized is, let me say this to you, home ownership.
Yeah.
I don't own my own home. Okay, for starters, I only own 30% of it, because if the wife leaves me, she gets 70, I get 30.
Why would she get 70, but?
Because she's got 2 kids. We've got 2 kids. What do you fucking think? It's plastic. It's divorce law 101.
It doesn't work that way, mate. There's no law that says she gets 70. You got to work it out.
Plastic. Come on, man. Don't be delusional fantasists.
No, 100%. You won't necessarily get 30. You might end up with 49.
Plastic. Don't fuck with me. I know divorce lawyers. I've been told. I've already gone to see them, you stupid fuck.
Why would you go to see a divorce lawyer? You've got to see what marriage.
Oh, I just want to know, just in case.
You love your wife.
Plastic. I do. I just know. Okay, I'm just telling you that. Okay, Plastic. Let's just back the truck up. Okay, just Ronnie Paul. This house, for starters, the bank owns 30% of the house.
Okay.
Of the 70% that's left, I own 30% of it because the wife owns 70% of that remainder.
Right.
And then the other thing is, Ronnie Paul, I'm not going to live forever. I'm not a vampire. How many years have I really got left? Really?
Look at
How
your
many
parents,
years have I got?
Archie, how old's your dad? How old's your dad?
My dad's in his 70s.
Yeah, how old was your granddad when he died?
He's in 80s, 70 or 80, late 70. He smoked. He had emphysema.
You got about 25 to 30 years left, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to live for fucking ever, am I?
Yeah, you're invincible, you Archie.
It's
You have another generation to live, at least.
It's time to start wearing the Rolex. Take those safe queens out. What do you think, Ronnie Paul?
Absolutely.
Yep.
But you've been wearing them. I've seen you wearing them. No,
I do. I wear an Explorer 2 today. I love them.
Yeah, where am I?
Ronnie Paul, what's the divorce like? What's the separation rules like in Canada? They're ferocious.
Well, it's the same thing with you, right? I mean, here, if you're living with somebody, you're considered common law in Ontario after 6 months.
Really?
Yeah. 6 months.
6 months.
I think it's like 10
6
years. 10 years in USA.
Yeah, but they can't take 50-50 of your stuff after 6 months. It doesn't quite work like that, Ronnie Paul.
If she's a real bitch and she gets herself a lawyer and she decides to take
No,
you
but if
to
she
the
gets
court,
pregnant, then you're fucked. If she's pregnant, you're fucked.
Archie, your two youngest boys, mate, they'll be finished school in a few years. Hold off till they finish school, then it's definitely going to be a 50-50 split. Plus, you'll get some of her 401k. So just hold out, mate. All
I'm
right?
not getting divorced. I'm quite happily married. I like being married
What
to
the
her.
fuck are you worried about then?
I just like to know worst case scenario. I like to know all my options. Doesn't mean I want to divorce her.
You're not happy if you stop worrying about shit that isn't happening, mate.
I worry about plastic water pumps. I worry about direct injection and carbon buildup. How do you find direct injection carbon buildup, Mike?
Walnut shell.
You know what? What do you think of I want to ask you this, Mike.
Yes.
I'm thinking about buying a car with an N52 4-cylinder turbo engine in it. What do you think of that?
How many miles?
Sorry, actually, I'm going to stop. So I'm going to stop right there. Listen, I've got to talk to TNT because TNT, you beat cancer, right?
Yeah.
I bet that fucking scared the shit out of you and worried the hell out of you at the time, right?
Yeah.
It would have, right? You would have gone through hell. Are you going to worry about shit now that doesn't matter?
I probably don't. I probably don't worry as much now. No, I mean everyone's worrying about these fucking.
Take a lesson from TNT, Archie. Listen to a man who's been through hell and stop worrying about bullshit.
Yeah, as long as you're alive, you get up in the morning, your fucking legs work, your arms work, your head works, you can breathe. Just fucking get on with it. Don't worry about it. Fuck them. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. Archie, I wouldn't worry about that engine or that car, no matter the miles. Even if it has the direct injection problems that they're easily fixed. It's a blown up problem.
If you want a car to last long, I want to ask you some serious advice because you're a mechanic. You've done a lot of work, right?
Yes.
If I kept this car and just drove it for 100 kilometers each time, no short stop-start journeys, 100-kilometer journeys.
Yeah.
Would that be better for the car?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, short journeys fucking kill it.
Highway.
How long?
Highway driving's the best.
What's that?
I've worked on air-cooled Porsches where the guy started the car up once a week just to keep the blood flowing through it.
Yeah.
And the heat cycle, hot and cold, caused condensation inside the motor, and the oil had water in it. He opened the gas oil, and it was milky white from oil condensation.
That's not good.
Water.
Tell me this, Snake. How long should you warm your car up before you go away?
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You should start driving your car immediately, but you should not romp on your car until about 10 to 15 minutes.
Why can't I let it warm up for 2 to 5 minutes?
Because that's how long it takes the water to warm up. The oil takes 10 to 15 minutes to warm up.
But why can't I let the car start up for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes before I drive off?
Well,
when it's
because
cold.
the fastest way
Will that
to
hurt it? Will that hurt it?
No. You want to start your car, maybe let it idle for 30 seconds, then drive it like normal, nice and easy.
Slowly.
That's the fastest way to warm your oil up, okay? Once your car oil is up to temperature, then you can romp on your car and do whatever you want with it, drive it hard. Otherwise, the fastest way to warm your car up is just to drive it normally, start it up, and go.
You think, Archie, your gearbox will be cold. If you let the engine run for 5 minutes, you go off ramping it, you think, fuck me, the engine's warm, but the gearbox is cold. You haven't used the gears.
Yeah, I'm not ramping anything. I'm driving it like a fucking hearse. My Honda Civic, I got 200,000 kilometers on it, 215. And what I basically do with that Honda Civic is I warm it up for about 3 minutes before I actually drive off in it every time.
That's good to do. That's a fine thing to do, Arch. There's nothing wrong with that. It's
and I don't ramp anything. The maximum revs that car's done is 3,000 revs.
Yeah. Really? Well, then you're fine. You're fine. It's just what people don't realize is that the oil in your car does most of the cooling for the car. Okay, not the water.
Oil.
And the oil is really thick when it's cold. And until it's up to temperature, it's your car is running with oil that's too thick, and you need to like let the oil car. That's why you asked. If you drive it for 100 kilometers each way each time, that's the best way you can drive your car. Okay.
BMW says you can get 25,000 kilometers between oil changes.
Yes, if you drove it 100 kilometers at a time each time you drove it. Because it's more like the number of times, the cycles, the on-off cycles, as opposed to miles that you put on the car.
Archie, do you drive like a pussy, or do you drive okay? You don't drive like a pussy, do you, Archie?
It depends if it's a rental. It depends if it's my car or not.
All right. Okay.
With regards, he's a pretty careful driver, see.
With regards to the oils are made really well these days, so you can actually...
They're using semi-synthetic oils, aren't they? Synthetic oils.
Actually, where's that footage of you driving that old Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, you know that's worth $250,000 now. Can you believe
that? Let's find that footage. What was that, 2014?
Yeah, it's on the ArchieLuxury channel.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah. Ronnie Paul, I got to tell you, would you rather lease a BMW or a Porsche or marry some woman with a spending problem?
I'd rather lease the car than marry a woman with a spending problem any day.
Yep. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
That's
I just got a text from a friend who's watching. He did make a point. If you have a high performance engine with forged pistons, you do need to warm the engine up for a few minutes before you take off. But your normal car with cast pistons, get in it and go. Best thing you can do for it. And if you drive it like you stole it, then at least drive it for 10 minutes until the oil's warm, then drive it like you stole it.
Hey, Archie, it's arid in Australia, right? It's dry.
Yes.
So, are you changing out your air filter on a timely basis?
Should I?
Yes. Are you?
Why? Air filter? You mean
the air filter? Well, you know, you got an air filter, the air box, that goes through the
snaps. Pull it off. Pull the air filter out.
Yeah. No, I do that in the services. Yeah, go on.
The air filter. Well, because you don't. If the air filter, you have a lot of dust and a lot of sand in Australia.
Yeah.
Just hold it up to the light. If you can see.
Listen, guys, I've got the footage. Archie, it's in the private chat. Pull it up, Arch. Let's show the guys that you drive.
Pull it up, Arch.
Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch.
Right, guys, I'm gonna go, mate.
We love you. We love you, Tickers. Don't just desert us, Tickers. We love you, Tickers.
Yeah. Can I ask you one thing before you do? What are you gonna do about Tim then? Are you been in the...
Here's our second clip here. We're just doing a bit more filming. We're in Andy's 230 SL. We've got the car in drive, which is number 4 on the auto transmission, and we're taking off from the lights. And here we go. We just a leisurely take off. We don't want to
Look at
ever
that.
push
Listen
this
to that
engine. We want to
mechanical
be very
fuel
generous
injection.
to the motor.
Look at the hair,
We
guys.
never want
Look
to
at
push
the
an
hair.
old motor. So we've got a
Archie, is this
beautiful
you?
roar of the Mercedes 6 coming through. It's a fuel injected 6. It's coming through.
Calatrava 5107,
And we're
guys.
just driving through nicely. So we see the lights are green. We just slow down just in case they change, and we accelerate out. Here we go, just very nicely. The brakes in this car are not as good as a modern car, even though they are disc brakes. They're not as nice as a modern car. They're not. I don't believe they're ventilated. So it's not quite as good. It's also it is a 45-year-old car, so we want to be very kind to this car here. We don't want to be harsh or abrupt or rude to it. Here we go, we've got another dickhead who's just trying to prove his Fangio. Here we go, we're driving along.
How's that?
Archie, is that you then?
Yeah.
Fuck me dead. Didn't even recognise you.
Yeah, I look the
Right,
same.
question just before I go, Archie, what are you going to do about Tim? Are you going to have a rethink or what? What are you going to do?
What do you mean by that? You're the replacement. Fuck.
You were going to bin
Tim,
him off straight
and
away.
Tickers.
Yeah.
It's you're the talent. Fuck Tim. I don't even think about Tim. You're the one I want. I don't give a fuck about Tim. You're the one I want.
Thank you.
I haven't thought about it to be
night, but
to be complete. No, I know. I haven't even fucking thought about it. I don't even give a fuck.
Okay.
You're the one who I want you to stay. That's what I want you to stay. What do you want me to do, T?
I'm going nowhere, mate. I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, we like you on here now.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I've got everybody. It's a watch community, and I'm going to mix it with everybody. That's what I do.
I like the sarcasm, just the the zest for life, the stories. It's it's like Ronnie Paul and Snake. I love those guys, and Hell and Monobrow. These are good guys.
Yeah, we've all got a way of doing things. We've got,
there's nothing wrong there, man. No. We love you, Tickers.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Come on, man. We got Ronnie Paul's birthday next week. We got to do something special.
We've got my birthday on the 22nd of March. It's the Tuesday after the London Watch show. So where are you? The Tuesday after the London Watch show. Where the fuck are you?
Fucking hell. I'll probably be in somewhere. I wanted to go to Manchester.
Did you?
Oh, wow. I'm getting out of London. I can tell you one thing. I'm only
but
staying
will you
there.
still be streaming on those days? Will you still be doing what will you be doing?
I'm pretty lazy. 5-minute stream every day, upload and fuck off. I'm not going to fuck around.
Oh, right. Okay.
Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead.
I was hoping to celebrate it on here, but I realised then you'd be in London, won't you?
Man, I'd look. Let's talk about that. I'd fucking, I'd rather ditch those losers and stay with you, man.
But obviously, if you come to London,
I go. Hey, Plastic, have you got a spare O'Toole doll? I'm trying to get a spare O'Toole.
No, man, I would have lost that doll 20, 30 years
you
ago.
remember the O'Toole puppet, don't you?
Yeah. Do you also remember the extendo hands?
Yes.
They were fun. Yes. And you could grab things with them.
Right, I'm going to go.
Okay,
Archie,
see you later, Tickers.
See you in a week, man. Take it easy. Thank you.
Take care, Tickers.
Cheers, everybody. Love you
all.
all.
See you, Tickers.
Ronnie Paul.
See you later. See you, Ronnie. See you, Plastic. Lord.
Hey, man.
See you, man. Later.
See you, mate. Have a good one.
He's good. That's who I want. I want Tickers. I don't give a fuck about Tim.
Archie, my pet monster wouldn't work, would it?
No, it's a monkey. Spider monkey gag against TPG. That's the whole idea.
You know what a my pet monster is, right?
No.
Did you ever grow up with those? Hold on.
There we go.
Let's see if we can find a photo of it.
I've seen those. Yeah, no, it's got to be a spider monkey gag. Sorry. Ronnie Paul, you got a Hellcat, haven't you?
It's just a 5.7 liter RT. I don't have a Hellcat.
That's the 300, isn't it?
It's a 300. It's got 376 horsepower in the engine. Whereas the Hellcat, I think, 707.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's the Hellcat red.
Hey,
red
what's
eye.
going on, Timmy? What's going on, man?
That's the red eye with the.
I can't see what. I can't even see Tim.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
sorry.
What's
The
going
lighting
on?
was
Let me just go
awful.
downstairs. One second.
Yeah, no
Arch,
worries. That's okay.
Hey guys.
I woke up
Marcelo.
late, but I
What's
woke
that?
up
That's
1
okay.
hour ago. It takes time until you put the link.
That's okay, man. Man, relax, man. Relax.
Hi,
Hop
Tim.
on Smash,
Hi,
$2.
Marcelo.
Hop on Smash, $2. Where is Green Room? Should we do a I think he's okay. Just sometimes he comes, he doesn't. You know. What's going on, Tim?
Arch, I have a problem.
Have you found out about the spider monkeys with your boyfriend?
No, I don't know about the
Tim,
monkeys.
you realise there's 2 days of lost footage where you, a bunch of other men, and the spider monkeys were in that hotel room together. What happened in the hotel room, Tim?
It's a good one.
Here we go.
Wow.
CB, $5. I can tell the car talk is really bringing in the coins. We need Bear here.
Arch, I have a huge
Hotel
problem.
and monkeys doesn't
What's that?
sound
What's
good.
the problem?
What the hell
What's
is
the
going
problem?
on?
Arch, Tickers is out of control, man. Tickers
Why?
is out of control. Listen, I was begging the guy to play guitar on my show for months, and
No, he won't do
refused
that.
to do it.
I don't push him. You don't push him.
Okay. No, I didn't push him. I was just asking. And then I go away for 3 days, and he's doing full-on concerts on Marcelo time.
That's because he likes Marcelo better than you.
I sang
That's
wish
what I'm
you were
saying.
here with
I
him.
mean, I go out of my way to help a guy.
Tim,
and he
Marcelo
does
pays a lot better than you do, mate.
What should I do? Should I like ban him for 3
Marcelo
days?
pays him a lot
What do
more
we
money
do?
than you do, put it that way.
I know.
I need to say that. You need to understand, you need time. And if playing guitar for 4 hours is okay because I'm 24 hours. You're making a show 2 hours, so it doesn't give a lot of
that's okay.
It's excuses, circular logic.
Tim
there,
writes,
Marcelo.
Crook and
know
I,
about
Arch, let's talk about friendship with TPG. Are you and TPG are besties now? What's going on?
Yeah, we're best friends. We're going into watch buying and selling business.
I hear you're into monkey swapping as well.
Monkey. I think that's where the money is, guys. Forget about the watches. It's exotic animals. That's where the money is at. The tigers. I'm gonna start selling tigers. The Russian oligarchs pay big premium for cuddly tigers. 6 to 8 months old. They go for like 2 to 5 million.
So where are you
That's
now?
crazy.
This is Tim's house. Is this your lounge room here? Where are you now?
What the fuck is this?
I'm at the Campbell. It's a Grand Central. It's a bar in the Grand Central.
It
Campbell.
looks nice.
It's pretty
This is
cool.
in New
It's
York.
live
This
music.
is in New
York
York.
City. New
So
York
what
City.
do you-
All right,
okay.
if you're ever in New York, I'll take you here. It's good. They got live music. It's very nice.
It's
very
expensive.
posh.
You know where they play the live music down there in Grand Central? Have you seen that guy that plays the electric violin, the crazy rock and roll electric violin, Michael Schulman?
Yeah.
Here we go. Tim writes, Crooked Eye, $5. Arch, let's talk about how I badmouthed you down in Florida. Yeah, what's the go with that?
What did I say?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, they're just making stuff up. Come on.
Yeah.
Tim, is it true that TPG's now doing?
Actually, I did a lot of shout outs. I asked, by the way, Arch, I was actually extremely disappointed that not enough people knew who you were. One fucking guy said TPG was a legend. Oh, sorry. One guy said that TGV was a legend. Can you believe it?
Yeah, they're not really the internet crowd. Look, this watch show, that IWGJ, they're not really.
Yeah.
They're
they
scared
don't
of
know what
technology.
internet is. Yeah, they work with pen and paper.
They still got dial-up. They still got dial-up modems at home.
Yes.
They check their email on AOL once a month. You know.
They use ICQ. Disaster. It's a disaster there.
Yeah. No, that sounds good, man. So you're doing streaming?
Well, tomorrow. When I'm back in
Gonzo
the
streaming. What's happening?
Yeah, there's a bit of a Gonzo. Red Shovel is in the neighborhood, so I'm showing him.
Who's Red Shovel? I don't even know who Red Shovel is.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a viewer. He was there on my first day. Can you believe it? When you guys kicked me off the show, you and the guy.
Is Red Shovel doing the organ grinding as well with the monkey dancing? Is that what you're doing now? You're doing the organ grinding?
Yeah. We're kind of doing a little bit of that. I'm trying to find some nice discounted luxury cats because in New York there's a loophole. It all depends on the percentage of the extinct animal to the already existing one. So if you get a 49% tiger and 51% just your domestic cat, they're actually legal.
Okay, so how many tigers and cats I need to get to buy a Pepsi? How it goes?
It depends on the feline.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Tim. I reckon leave the poor animals alone, man.
I know, but YouTube is hard. You know, man cannot survive on super chats alone. Ask Archie.
You shouldn't
Can a
be
man
interfering.
survive on super chats alone?
But you got to stop interfering with these animals, man.
Now you're going to get into genetic mutation.
Yeah, it's not right, man.
What about the snakes? What about the snakes? Can I sell snakes? Does anyone have problem with snakes?
Well, I got to tell you, Tim, is it true you're getting a Aquanaut 5167?
I'm trying. Yes, I am. I'm trying my best. I'm trying.
And what did they say?
They said in 2022 they guarantee it, but you know how that is. The guarantee, that doesn't mean that they guarantee it.
Do you need to buy garbage?
No. I already bought the 5196. That was supposed to be garbage back in the day.
Because you can't get that now without buying history.
But I do have. I bought 5196 because of you and Tanzio.
So you actually bought that under your name. It goes on your record.
Yeah. I made sure to do it under my name. Now back then, you go back then. You could get that one on the gray market for 10,000, 10 to 12,000. Well, the yellow gold one. The rose gold was like 16, I think, but we bought it at retail. But now it went up. Now you can't find that stuff anywhere.
No, that's right. Yeah, especially with papers. Papers seems to make a big difference with paddock.
Yeah. So that's kind of my thing. We bought that one. Now we just have to get the Aquanaut. I would love an Aquanaut.
Tim, does the Patek dealer know what you're doing with these spider monkeys?
I don't sell the spider monkeys.
No, but do they know? But do they know what you're?
Listen, do you know how strong those spider monkeys are?
You got to have a special cage for them. You've got to have them in a cage. That's the thing. They're cute when they're babies, but when they're older, they're a real pain in the ass.
They'll fucking kill you, man. You have to be careful with them.
Anyhow, Tim, so what are you doing here? What are you doing in this bar here? What are you doing? Hey, you're out. What's the occasion?
Fucking kill you, man. I love it.
So make you do a birthday stream to get a birthday Rolex. That's what happens.
Big Mac, Timmy, I'll see you one of my exotic sheep. I'll send you one of my exotic sheep.
I'd love to.
So what are you doing in this bar here? What are you doing? Hey, here we go. Tim's Crooked Eye, $2. Don't let this skate, Arch. Let's talk TPG.
Hey, tomorrow 3 hours, we're going to talk about TPG. Cool? But Arch, can you help me find the fitting punishment for the TINT tickers? Because we can't just let this slide.
We've just signed an exclusive deal that in case me and you ever separate, he's going to stay on my side. But
shit.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is there.
This is how it is. You know, you raise, you help a guy out for 6 months and then they stab you in the back. It's the service.
Yeah, but Plastic's the talent scout. He's the one who said, get TINT tickers on, Arch. Get TINT tickers. He goes through all the talent.
Yeah. At least you didn't take. Hey, Timmy. At least TINT tickers didn't take $70,000 off you.
He didn't. No, not yet.
It all started out as a show and tell kind of thing. We
I got him
showing off our stuff, and then he was showing off his guitar collection, and then he just started strumming, and it just kind of
But Mike, not for a second did he stop and say, "Hey, maybe you know what? Maybe I should do this for Tim, because he helped me out." Not for a second did he? No.
Marcelo, everyone loves Marcelo, Tim. Come on.
You weren't
I know.
part of
everyone
the
loves
discussion
Marcelo.
at the time.
Exactly right.
Sorry, Tim.
I know. I helped out Marcelo as well. Marcelo, when
You
you
did.
unveil, when you look, Marcelo, I would appreciate when you show, what's it called? When you flash your ass, I hope you do it on my channel, because you flashed the penis on Archie. Okay, I respect for that. Okay, but can you do something for me as well? Yeah, you haven't flashed anything. It's a little bit disappointing.
It's true. I will come. Tell me where.
Archie, can you believe this bloke in the 5167 and he's still making demands for everyone else?
I know.
I'm just helping. I'm just asking for help. I'm sinking.
Where does he draw the line?
I'm sinking.
I will come. Sorry about that. I will come. I had a lot of drama in my channel. So
yeah, you were busy. I heard you were busy. So yeah,
I understand what you're saying there. Look, it's all cool. Timmy, we love you. Thank you for coming on, man. We love you. Okay, you take care, man.
Hey, Archie, ask Timmy one thing. Timmy, what was the drama with Cars and Chrono? At the end of yesterday's show, you had a big chat with Cars and Chrono. Private one-on-one. What happened?
Yeah. No. All that happened, basically, he just told me that the Birkin will take longer than he expected. Apparently, he doesn't have the kind of pull.
So Cars and Chrono is getting. So he's getting an allocation for a Birkin, and he's letting you buy it at retail.
Yes.
What a friend! What a friend!
He's a fucking icon.
What a friend!
He didn't offer me that deal.
I thought he would have offered it to you first, Archie.
Archie, you're in Australia. It's far. Archie, it's far. It's so far, and your marriage is not collapsing. Your wife has 3 Birkins. I mean, she has 2 Birkins and the Kelly. Come on, man. By the way, Arch, my birthday is coming up, February 3rd. Can I promote it on your channel?
Birthday stream, Archie, for a new Rolex.
I don't know about that. I've got to be a big.
What about a birthday stream for Tim's Patek?
I'm doing a birthday stream for T and Tickers and for Ronnie Paul. It's Ronnie Paul's birthday. That's who I'm celebrating.
Yeah, maybe we can fund a proper haircut for him.
Oh. Well, when is Ronnie Paul's birthday? Ronnie, when's your birthday?
Next Sunday. 6th.
Okay, mine is a Thursday. Mine is earlier.
In the 6th?
On the 3rd. Oh, he's on the. Happy birthday!
Archie, you know what else Cars and Chrono said last night?
You'll be around.
Cars and Chrono owns a Picasso. How cool is that?
Oh, he does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but you can get a sketching. You can get a sketching that's not that expensive. Don't get.
And how much did Cars and Chrono, Timmy? How much did Cars and Chrono say he was going to sell the business analytics to Archie for?
$500 super chat.
There you go, Archie. $500 to Cars and Chrono, and he'll sell you the business analysis.
Oh,
hey, it's $50.
No. Hold on. He said if Archie pays him $50, he'll sell him for $50. But he said that people should pay $500 super chat for him to reveal it on the live show.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That is a really good idea. We could do a whole fundraiser to reveal the analytic. That's good. That would be exciting.
Archie, that analytic is gold, man. People want to see that.
Yeah. Evaluation. Yeah.
Archie, your wife's birthday is in the 16th of February, right?
No, it's the 26th of February. 26th of February.
Oh. 26th of February. We'll do a birthday for her as well. We'll do a whole. We'll do like a.
Yeah.
How long do you want it to last?
26 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right, guys. It's interesting, isn't it? But I gotta tell you.
Here's the question, Arch. Can we be? Are you taking a photo? No. You can go. Can we raise more than we raised for Marco? I don't think so. But anyway,
we can. With the
No.
donation and 2 monkeys, we can do anything.
If I sell like 2 or 3 monkeys and a tiger, a liger, maybe it's possible. Yeah.
I got to tell you guys, it's very, very. No, it's good to have you here, Tim. I was.
No, I have idea for Tim. I have idea. I really heard a rumor that selling pillows, it works.
Yeah.
And these pillows, they are soft in the corners that people can bite. You know?
Yeah, Tim, what do the pillows taste like?
Thanks, Plastic. No, it's something that me and Plastic working together. We organizing the pillows now, and they're soft in the corners to bite.
What do the pillows taste like, Timmy?
Guys, shout out to Humble Pine. Unfortunately, I can't read the chat. And guys, I'll see you
Humble
tomorrow.
Pine. We love Humble Pine,
care,
guys. See you later, Timmy. We love you. Take care.
See you, mate.
Hoff on Smash, $2. Joe, come on and confess your troubles to the pot. Yeah, exactly. Joe, you're welcome on here. He's welcome on here. I don't know. Would you trust Timmy? I mean, what do you think, Marcelo? Should I trust him or what? What do you think? Tell me.
Who? Talking about Timmy?
Yeah. Do I trust him or what do you think?
Yeah, well, he was kind of loyal to you, kind of, right? I mean,
Plastic, what do you think I should do? Plastic, tell me, Plastic.
He's ride the Tim train all the way home. He's entertaining, man. He's fucking entertaining.
Yeah, he's good for entertainment.
Ronnie Paul there. I gotta. Oh, here we go. Archie. Zhao Weed, $3. Archie has koala bears for sale, 13,000. Yeah, you're not allowed to sell fauna. No fauna. You're getting into big trouble. Koala bears are probably.
You can't. They're protected.
Stink. You know what? Koala bears actually stink.
You know, they smell like eucalyptus.
Yeah, they smell like marijuana. Someone who smokes joints all day because they got that. Because they don't drink much water, their body breaks this thing down. Well, they're not going to smell like fucking Chanel 5, are they?
They actually smell like eucalyptus. They smell like eucalyptus leaves.
They got like 4-inch claws too. They'll fuck you up.
They're quite harmless actually. They can fuck. That's just.
No, Archie, we got to tell Snake about the drop bears we have in Australia.
I just got to take a toilet break. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Okay. So in Australia, Mikey, we got the koalas. That's fair enough. There's also a variant of angry koala called drop bears, and if you walk underneath a tree with a family of drop bears, they'll literally drop on your head and just tear you to bits.
What are they called? Drop bear?
Drop bears.
Huh. I'll have to look that up.
You can Google it.
I'll do it right now.
Marcel, you're muted. Muted.
I think, I mean, me and Plastic, we came to a selling. We can sell these little pillows that you bite in the corners, and he actually makes sounds. He said, "Men's are talking."
Yeah, that's right. So the special biteable pillows.
Pillows,
yeah, exactly. And we can sell the Pigsley, the Vito. The Perth.
For them we give them a free because they promote the pillows. So we send them the pillows because they need to. They actually do the test drive. They testing, and then they can promote it. I pretty much believe we can upraise $17,000.
Okay, a drop bear is similar to what we have over here in America called a chupacabra. It's a fiction. It's a fictional contemporary Australian folklore featuring a predatory carnivorous version of the koala. Now, here in Mexico, we have the chupacabra, which translates into goat sucker, and it sucks the blood out of goats and leaves them bloodless. and it's actually a believed in animal, and people claim to have gotten them on videos and shit. But there's all kinds of folklore about that. And look up chupacabra. Google that one.
Anyways, so often when you meet an American, tourist, you'll say, just be careful of the drop bears.
The drop bear.
Yeah.
You know what animal I love is a three-toed sloth. That's like my favorite animal in the world. They're so cute, and I mean, what kind of a pet? The best pet in the world. They're like 23 and a half hours of the day. They just hang there. Half an hour of the day they move maybe a foot or two, and then they go back to sleep for the rest of the day. They take one shit a month.
Wow.
What a great pet. You just run some lines across the ceiling and let them hang there, and they're like a fucking house ornament.
But they normally live in the Amazon jungle, is that correct?
Probably, yeah. They're just they're endangered, but they're amazing little animals. How slow they move. They live off. Actually, I think they might be Australia, New Guinea, because they live off of I can't think of the name of the leaf, but it's they live off the tops of leaves that are very low nutrients, and so they move very slowly.
Animals, how sick you have to be to sell exotic animals? Are you fucking kidding? I mean, what the hell?
I think it's not right, is it, Marcelo? I just can't understand why.
No, because these animals are wild, and usually they need drugs to.
Mike, I'm sure you agree, Ronnie. You agree, Lord. We probably ought to leave those little spider monkeys, in their own habitat.
Yep.
You need to inject them drugs to make them.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
If not, they're getting crazy.
Who's this?
That's a fucking the spider, mate. It's despicable. It's absolutely despicable what they're doing.
What happened? Sorry, say it again.
No, you need to give
they
them
belong in their own habitat.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Apparently they're injecting them with drugs, Archie.
Yeah. Why?
To keep them mellow.
Because they're going to get crazy. It's a wild animal.
So they don't freak out in transit. They dope them up so that they're all like laid out, so they don't freak out.
And then the spider monkey gets a habit, and then they need their fix of heroin like every other day. It's terrible.
What sort of drugs they inject to them?
A junkie spider
heroin?
monkey. A junkie.
No.
Yes, we don't know exactly officially say, but of course, if not, this you do to tigers, you do to any wild animal that you actually. Take it home.
How do you know about this?
Getting crazy.
It's just not fair to get all these poor spider monkeys all smacked out, next they'll be turning tricks on the corner.
Yeah, you end up with a junkie monkey.
I used to work in a pet shop for 5 years.
Sorry?
I used to work in a pet shop for 5 years.
And what do they do? They inject them with stuff. What stuff do they inject them with?
Probably ketamine.
They have name for it. Of course, if you have any vet here, he can tell you the names of the drugs. It's a special drug that basically react like a kind of heroin or something like this that basically make you a little bit.
What sort of fucking animals were they selling? Goldfish or what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? What animals are this for? I never heard of this shit.
No. This is for exotic animals like monkeys and things like that, especially monkeys and tigers and all this kind of.
So you're not allowed to have that in Australia. It's illegal.
Ketamine. That's what they use.
Guys, I'm going to be wrapping this show up soon, but I want to make a note here. What birthdays we got? So what birthdays we got? We got Ronnie Paul. When's your birthday?
February 6th, which is a Sunday.
Happy birthday,
Ronnie Paul. Okay.
Ronnie, you're February 6th. Holy shit! Nice.
And who else is the birthday? What other birthdays we got? That's it.
Tim said he had his on the
fuck
3rd.
Tim's birthday. We don't care about Tim's birthday. Fuck me dead. I was just humoring him. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead.
Hey Archie, T Tickets wants a birthday Rolex.
I mean,
we've done it before. We can do it again.
No, you fucking got to get me one. Fuck me, Dad. What are you talking about?
TNT
Talking
just
about
wants a
Willis. What are you talking about, Willis? Look,
TNT just wants a birthday Pepsi, okay?
TNT, you know, I want a fucking SL Mercedes. I mean, fuck me, Dad. Look, guys, Lord Monobrow, anything you want to add on the ladies' front?
No, I have been stalling the whole process because I'm afraid to take any steps before I get their wisdom.
Tell me this: what's your opinion, ladies? Do they don't buy watches themselves? Do they? They do not ever buy watches. That's always a gift from another man. Does that make sense?
It's rare. It's rare, but that lady who may have been the one who got out, who got away.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had bought that watch herself, the tank. So
how do you know that?
I mean, she told me as much.
What? Sorry?
What about that one with the tight ass? Beth T. Beth T. Did she buy her own watches?
How do you know she bought it herself, Monobrow?
Because she told me.
What did she say? So, because you said to me she just passed it off. You didn't mention it.
But yeah, we have been together. Like, we spent time together more than just that one dinner date. So.
And what happened? So she brushed it off. But how did it come up that she told you she bought it? What did you say to her?
We did go to Cartier a couple of times. So.
Well, was she trying to hint for you to buy her something before you could? I don't understand. I don't like where this is going.
If she were suggesting if she were suggesting that I buy something, I guess she would have told me that she got that one as a gift as well. Whereas she had enough agency and intelligence to get things for herself, and that's why I'm saying that she's the one that got away.
What did you go to Cartier together for? What was the reason?
I was getting a money clip for myself.
Keep them out of jewelry stores until at least you've had one or two kids.
So I don't understand. How do you go on a date to Cartier? I don't understand. This is not breakfast at Tiffany's.
No jewelry stores until at least two kids.
We were in a relationship, Archie. I know it's hard to process that.
You were in a relation? So you were living together?
No. Do you have to live together to be in a relationship?
You need to bang them to be in a relationship. You need to have intimate relations to be in a relationship.
Yeah, that's happened a few times before. Yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
So you went to, okay, fair enough. And then she told you that she bought that for herself, the Cartier.
Yes, sir. The tank, yes.
Any other Cartier things she had?
I don't think so. Nothing that I would recognize.
What went wrong? Why aren't you with her? What was the problem with her?
I don't know. I guess I don't know, actually. I didn't reflect enough on it.
Did she leave you or did you leave her?
I think we grew apart.
Who was the dumper and the dumpy? Who's the dumpy and the dumper?
I mean, in that case, I think it's safe to say that she took more of an initiative in dumping me. So I'll give her that credit for sure.
Oh, and how did she do this? I don't think we're not going well together.
No, I mean, I wish there was a more transparent exchange about it, but she stopped calling and responding at some point. So, yeah.
Maybe she wanted more from the relationship than you were prepared to give.
Exactly. That's a good way to look at it.
What did she want?
She was a little older than I am, so maybe she was on a particular kind of schedule, which I understand and respect.
Sure, I see what you're saying. Interesting. Ronnie Paul.
Yes.
What's the chance that Lucuna is still around now?
That Osuna?
Yeah.
0. I didn't finish the story. Yeah. As she was getting that that Mazda 3.
Yes.
She couldn't. She lived in an apartment. She only had one parking spot, and that Asuna was garbage. So she asked me. She asked me if I could scrap it for her.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, no problem. So that same Friday, she gave me the keys, and I drove it to the junkyard, and I scrapped it for $100.
It still works, but that's all they gave you, $100.
Yeah, because the rocker panels were rusting out. The wheel wells were rusting out. It needed a completely new. All 4 disc brakes needed new brakes,
rotors and pads.
And the she had automatic transmission in it, and it was for some reason it was sticking between when you would try to shift it from drive to park and from park to drive, you would have problems shifting the shifter. So the car was dead.
Big Mac, $2. Archie, it's because she didn't have a peach.
Gotta have that.
Cool. So
Archie, it's not Big Mitch, it's Big Meech, man. You're saying Meech.
She didn't have. Yes, thank you. She didn't have a. So that she would have left the Mazda out in the outside as well, wouldn't she?
No, she had underground parking, but only one spot.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So, any other girlfriends there, Ronnie Paul, or that's it?
That was the biggest one, but that was the longest relationship.
7 years.
7 years, yeah.
And how did it end?
Well, it got to a point where we were drifting apart. I wasn't seeing her as often, and I remember showing up to her apartment one night, and
someone else was there.
No. No, she just started getting into it, that she was saying that the relationship wasn't moving quite the way she wanted. And I kind of reminded her, I said, well, you knew I didn't want to get married, and you knew I didn't want to have kids. And she goes, well, I thought you would have.
Thought you could change. Yeah.
So she pretty much fired me.
Okay. And do you still stay in touch? Do you still friendly with each other?
Mm-mm. I mean, it wasn't a nasty breakup, but I'm the kind of guy that moves forward. I don't hang on.
Don't look back. Don't look back in the mirror. Don't look back in the rear view mirror.
Ronnie Paul, do you still think about this person, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, Archie asked me that. Here and there, things will remind me of her. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about late at night when you're alone. Do you still think about this person?
No, nothing like that.
Lord Monobrow, I got to tell you, man.
Yes, sir.
Maybe you dodged a bullet, you know?
I guess I would never know.
So where do you find another Arabian princess who's wearing a gold Cartier Louis tank?
You know, a Persian woman would probably be offended if you called her Arabian to begin with.
Well, there is no place called Persia. It's Iraq. Okay?
Do you remember that episode of Larry David with the Palestinian chicken?
Yes, I love that. I love that episode.
That was fucking all time.
Yes, but since she was born and raised here, her ethnicity is Persian, so it's legitimate to call her Persian rather than Iraq.
It doesn't exist. Persia doesn't exist. It's Iraq.
Persian is an ethnicity, Archie.
He's getting me on a technicality, weirdo. Help me out. Fantastic.
Sorry, Archie. Okay, Lord, sorry. I have to default and say Archie was right, even though secretly I know you're right.
Big Mac, $2. I've never seen a spider monkey. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up, Arch.
Right. Even though Archie got even the name of the country wrong, Plastic, you are still going to say he was right?
Sometimes you got to back the big fella up, mate. You got to back him up. Us Brisbane boys, us Stadies stick together.
Okay. All right. I understand.
Because that's why I explained to him what Burke's peerage is.
4 out of the 5 letters, you know.
There we go. That's a spider monkey. That's when he sees TPG. He got swapped for a Daytona. Swap for a couple of tutors.
They
and
look
a Breitling.
vicious. They look really vicious, to be honest. I wouldn't trust them. Especially when they need the next fix.
Well, they're wild creatures.
Yeah. Well, any monkey has super strength.
Is that right?
You seen those things swing around the trees the way they do? I mean,
remember the
Jesus
chimp?
Christ.
Archie, remember the pet chimpanzee who bit the owner's face off? You remember that?
The only chimpanzee I know was in BJ and the Bear. Remember BJ and the Bear?
Yeah.
Well, a couple of years ago, there was this lady in America who owned a chimp, and the chimp ate her face off.
Wow. Sorry, guys, my internet is.
That's okay, man. It's okay. Guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you for coming. It's been an amazing show today. Spider monkeys. We're talking about watches, girlfriends, everything here on the ArchieLuxury channel. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. I got to go. I'm going to have lunch with my son quickly. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thanks for having me on, Archie.
Enjoy.
Thank you as always.
See you guys.
Cheers,
See ya.